right, mic check, mic check. Looks like everything's good. Hello, everyone. Hello. We're doing something a little different today than last stream's chaos. I'll be starting in just a few seconds here. Just getting the last few things ready here, just checking all my mics. Hello, Affalad, welcome back. Welcome back, friends. Hello, Catherine. Hello, Jack. Welcome back, everybody. Okay, let me pause the music. Hello. Oh, that's the wrong scene, but we'll take it. How's it going, everybody? Today, we are going to be doing something a little bit different. Yesterday was sounding very robotic. Let me see. The stream quality, is it coming through? Could be the game. Let me switch to our main scene and see if it's working like that. Let me turn that off, see if that was the issue. Hopefully that fixes it. Oh, I forgot to also change our title and subtitle. Let me just change that real quick. Sorry, I'm a bad streamer. But essentially today we are exploring. Oops. Actually, I won't change it on screen. I'm just gonna hide it. I'll hide our subtitle and I'll make our title exploring the pool rooms. Okay. And I'll expand it out a little bit. See if we can make it a bit bigger. There we go. And I'll turn off our Freddy man. There we go. All right. Sorry about that, everybody. Like I said, second stream ever. Might be some hiccups along the way. But what we have in store today is a game called Pools, I believe. And it's, to my knowledge, it's one of the most like realistic depictions of liminal space exploration. So it's not going to be as crazy and as hectic and as chaotic as yesterday's stream, where we were, or Tuesday's stream rather, I should say, where we were asking trivia to this rabbit-infused bear here, for those of you that remember. He's going away for today. This is just going to be more of Thursday nights. I'm going to try some like chill late night, just like everybody relax. You know, we hang out, we talk, we have a good time, and I play through a couple games that I'm passionate about. We can bring back the Mario, the trivia. I want to Tuesdays are kind of going to be like more creative streams. Thursdays are going to be more like gaming, I believe. But for next stream on next Tuesday, I actually want to do a cooking stream with AI, which I think is going to be a little bit fun. I'm still working out the logistics for it, so it might be pushed back a week. But regardless, my streaming schedule, I want Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesdays will be at 5 p.m. EDT. Thursdays will be I'm going to try and change it around a bit to try and experiment and see what times work best for people. Bring back asbestos. Well, we're going to explore the pool rooms and see if perhaps there's some asbestos lying around in there. Nice to see you, Mr. Entropy Spigot. Welcome, welcome. And so I haven't done too much research on this game. I just saw it and I was pretty excited to play it. I saw another YouTuber talking about it, and I thought this would be a perfect kind of like introduction to the genre, because as you guys, if you do know my main channel, I love exploring, and that's kind of like the vibe of this game. I think there's horror in it. I'm not 100% sure, but without further ado, let's jump into it. I hope everyone had a good day today. I'm sorry that this stream is a bit later than usual. Oh. Sounds like we're climbing up a ladder or something. I can't quite make out what's going on. There's a play button. Am I meant to click it or? Interesting. I think my character just dropped his pants. Do I press play? Okay, I do. Okay. Sorry. That could have been a while sitting there. All right, looks like the familiar tile of the pool rooms. For those of you who know the back rooms, You might see the skibbity liminal asbestos man down there. Or maybe he was up in that hole here. Maybe he's the one who pushed me down. But yeah, the main reason why I'm either going to do early Thursdays or late Thursdays is because I'm actually in an intramural soccer league. Mind you, I'm actually horrible at soccer, but try my best. Hockey's a different story. Hockey I can play. Soccer, I just kind of laid back, played on defense. It was a co-ed league, so it was like all my hockey friends and their girlfriends, and we ended up tying 1-1 today. So nothing too exciting. Didn't score any goals, but that was our third game of the season. We're one loss, 2 ties, I believe. So we're perfectly below average. Look at this. I already like the graphics. Oh, okay, the mouse wheel zooms in and out. Game volume seems to be good. I was gonna put on some background music, but I believe like this atmosphere almost is like, I feel like the game's meant to be played with this sort of like atmospheric environment in mind. Defense is fun if you like running into people and trying not to hack their shins. Yeah, I definitely got into a couple of those skirmishes today, trying to throw my body around a bit and just make myself useful. Okay, we dropped a few frames there as soon as we entered the pool, but the water physics are actually really nice here. Let me see if I can turn down the settings. Visuals. Let's reduce it a little bit because I want the stream to be lighting quality medium. Let's do low. Let's see. Hopefully it doesn't make the game look horrible. I know you can make it look crazy with like in different settings and stuff, but I'm just trying to have a clean stream. I think that auto applied. Okay. Honestly, it doesn't look too much worse. Let's see if the water drops the frames. Not horrible. I did order a new graphics card, so hopefully that comes in soon and I can start playing more graphically pleasing games. But look at that. I really like I believe, oh no, this one was made with Unity, but I don't know if anyone's been following Unreal Engine 5 and its capabilities. It's just absolutely crazy the stuff that you can make now with these game engines. I'm very excited for like indie titles coming out. Okay, I can swim. Catherine, don't sell yourself short. The fact that you guys tied speaks volumes. Very true. Thank you. I'll remember that. Everybody's got to remember your worth. Remember your value. But I joke. I just know like from a athleticism perspective, I'm much more of a force at hockey than I am at soccer. My dad actually being coming from Italy, came to Canada in his late teens. He was always huge into soccer, and he was always trying to get me to play soccer or to be like the soccer star son that he wanted. But I just had such a love for hockey. This is an interesting design. I wonder if this is a map of the area. Interesting. Not that I can... Oh. Is that some sort of gurgling noise? Get you that NVIDIA 3060. I'm actually looking for the... right now, I got the NVIDIA 4060. I was debating between the 4060 and the 4060 Ti. Someone in there? Hello? Can I crouch? Is there C? No, okay. Sorry. You'll have to bear with me as I brute force the controls of this game. I don't know if I have a flashlight. Oh, that's cool. Little extension of space here. Ooh. You see a lot of these, a lot of images of this place online. I mean, the me turning down the reflections definitely hurts the game quality. I apologize. Hope you don't burn your eyes out with these graphics. Map of your bowels after Taco Bell. Yeah, I'm sure it's, I mean, the water looks pretty clean, actually. But yeah, it's unnavigable after Taco Bell. No walking. Interesting. Wonder if I can jump. No, I guess I'm restricted to my movements here. We venture deeper into the darker depths of the water. I'll move my mic down so you can see a bit more of my face here. There you go. I'm not hiding from you guys anymore. Not hiding behind the microphone. What's the point of this game again? And my eyes can't be burned any more than they are staring at a computer screen editing. That's very true. I actually have my blue light blockers right here. I tried fixing this chat box here above my head for the live chat display. I guess I really got to do some tweaking with it and testing with it. It will be working one of these days. I actually broke, I used them so much that I broke one of the ends. If you put them through. Now I'm a nerd. No, I'm kidding. These are my blue light blockers that I actually wear whenever I'm editing. They help a lot with the sore eyes, and I'd highly recommend if you are an editor or spend a lot of time looking at screens, getting a pair, because it's not just a placebo. It works. It saves your eyes. But the point of this game, I believe it's just a liminal space exploration game. And I think there's an entity in here with us. The game doesn't really tell us too much. But I also know that I think within... Oh, look at the... If you come out, there's like water that comes off your feet. That's really cool. I think with each level that you're exploring, I think you're trying to find an exit, I believe. Not 100% sure. But I wouldn't say this game is more of a horror. It's more so a thriller. There's another game that I'm looking at playing called The Classrooms, and that one's more of a liminal space horror. So if you guys enjoy this kind of content, I can definitely create more of it or play more of it. But I really like the sound design in this game is good too. And I think it was just a solo indie developer that made this. You try SCP games. Oh, is that... Yeah, SCP is like, did they make some off the original, I know the Backrooms was kind of like an SCP. But if you have any good recommendations, because I never read the original, like, science fiction SCP or whatever. Oh, there's something in that water. Can I go in here? Or is this just... You can. Oh no, it's a dead end. Oh, my guy's like... What the heck was that? My guy was like getting some sort of like paranoia as I wandered into the darkness there. But I mean, these spaces are honestly like... If I was like a billionaire, I feel like I'd want to design something like this, like a liminal space playhouse, where you could just endlessly wander these tiled floor-to-ceiling spaces. Okay, can't go in there. So many choices. Let's go up. Oh. Okay. I wonder if this progresses down to the next level? Be a pretty short level if it were. Do I jump? That's the question. Oh, I didn't notice those two holes up there. It's making a pretty menacing sound. Guess we found a black hole of sorts. Yeah, well, I guess there's only one way to find out. Oh, you can jump off. Okay, I guess I guess that just killed me. Because it force rewound the game. I jumped into the goatsy and found only despair. Oh, slides. Hell yeah. Interesting. I wonder if you're given an option to slide down them at one point. That'd be really cool. Wading through the blue Kool-Aid water. Just interesting too that like each... Thought I heard something over there. Each like body of water has its own unique color based off of light and stuff. Oh, the ceiling's a different texture unless I didn't notice beforehand. Looks like the floor and the walls have one texture in the ceiling. I don't know if it changed or if it was always like that. Can you... Oh, you can have a seat. You can literally watch time go by. It's an interesting... okay. Wait, am I sitting reverse on that chair? I don't know what happened there. Okay. We move forward. Oh, that's so cool. I want to know how to get over there. Okay, I don't know if I want to know how to get over there anymore. What was that? Almost looks like there's like a figure down there. Certainly sounded like something down there. Somebody's having some stomach issues down there. Maybe the last night's Taco Bell or something. All right, I think we're done with that section. Might keep whales down there in the depths. That's what we were hearing. Oh, you can go in there. Part of the game is like, oh. Hello? Mr. Ducky? I wonder if we can grab him. Part of the game is literally just like wondering if you've been here before, but I knew as soon as I saw the duck that this was new terrain. Oh. You telling me to go in there, Mr. Duck? Come on. You can talk to me, brother. Is there something scary down there? Am I gonna be okay? Do you talk, Mr. Duck? Are you alive? Alright. Keep your secrets. We'll just have to find out on our own here. This is like a test of courage here. Oh, are we in this? Ah. Is this that section we just saw? Where we heard the man wailing? Oh, they're missing a step up there. Do it go down? It don't go down. Okay. It's enough messing around. Let's find our way out of here. Oh, can I not progress? Oh no, my head was just caught on that beam. Well, I'm reporting that to the Guild of Architects. Ooh. Do we get to see where this red slide leads to? So, you can take the boring stair route, or we have our first opportunity to go down a slide. Let's see. And actually... Hell yeah! Oh shit! I need up my mouse sensitivity. I can't turn fast enough. I'm getting dizzy. Oh. I hope that was as much fun for you as it was for me. That's so cool. Sorry. I think part of this game is just like messing around with it and appreciating the spaces that were created. Is that a vent? Oh. Circular vent. Sorry. Trying not to do rash camera movements. That was just my mouse jerking there. The duck is gone catatonic after seeing the Skibbity Liminal Man. We will find Mr. Skibbity Liminal Man. Don't you worry. What if those stairs lead to the super fun happy slide we saw earlier? They very well could. I'm sure we'll find them eventually. Is there? Oh no. I keep thinking I hear something else wading through the water, but then every time I stop, it stops. See? It sounded like, I don't know if you guys... if it picks up, but it sounds like there's something like waiting behind me that's kind of following my... masking my cadence of step. Wonder if this is a found footage game. I've purposely tried to keep myself in the dark about this one, just so like I could play through it. But I've heard really good things from people. I say as I walk into a dead end. Okay. Guess we go this way. There's a railing. Oh. Sir? You okay? This guy must be the Olympic champion of holding his breath underwater. You need a hand? Or two? Can I help you out? Oh. Okay. Interesting choice. I don't know if he has a air tank on or what. I didn't see any bubbles, so I'm assuming he's probably gone forever. Just some glizzies. The guy had he had his glizzy fingers touching the ladder there. Don't want to go anywhere near that. Oh. Our first allusion to an exit. Is this level complete? Teddy made his way into the pool rooms, is now following you. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. Imagine the villain of this, or the entity of this whole space is just Teddy the bear. A rabid trivia bear. When was the Geneva Convention signed? This is some interesting architecture. That's what I always appreciate about like dreamscapes or like liminal spaces and stuff, is they always have like, it's a feeling of familiarity, but also something you've never seen before, or something that's sometimes even structurally impossible. I'm pretty sure that diving board isn't to code. I wonder if that one, climbing that one will be good, or if it's also going to lead me to hell. There's also a way down there. There's just so many choices. This game is very much not linear. Aw. Can I make the ladder bigger? It's unfortunate. Prince Charles is on the ladder. Yeah, he's under the water. I am under the water. Fear Gaming. Hey, Brendan, love your videos. Your exploration of the clockmaker's house always makes me smile. That honestly was like such a unique explore that, like, honestly, out of every place I explore, like there's different reasons why I like or why I favorite certain locations, but the clockmaker's house was literally just like peering into, whoa. Sorry, I get distracted easily. Peering into someone's life in like the least intrusive way possible, even though, I mean, I know I was like intruding on an abandoned place. Oh, it's a deep fall, my friend. But just like to have such a cool niche hobby as like clockmaking, combined with like the family videos and all that stuff, it's like such an endearing experience that I've had, and I was very fortunate that I was able to get the chance to explore it. Okay, is this one gonna kill me too, or is this the way out? I mean, there's too much of a build up for it to be death. So, tally ho! Come on, section 2, let's go. Chapter 1 completed. All right. Here we go. We made it out of it. And thank you all for watching. That's the stream. That's the end. No, I'm kidding. Of course we're gonna we're gonna keep playing. We're gonna keep playing. This is a nice, calming nighttime stream. My title looks a bit aggressive there, and I apologize. That's the one thing I forgot to do in the prep work for this stream. But besides that, just don't look right there. Don't look right there. Don't look at it. Just look up here. Look at the game. Focus on the game. Okay, so I guess we dove from the abyss. We got the achievement. And now I can't tell if we're underwater, like that one guy, because like look at the way the walls glisten here, or if that's just with the way the shaders are affecting from the lights. Either way, very cool. And also, if you guys are enjoying the stream, please feel free to drop a like. If you aren't subscribed, maybe consider subscribing. Join the family. And also in the description of this video, I have the link to our Discord, where I will keep us up to date, everyone up to date on events, maybe host some exclusive events there, and just chat, hang out, just like we are here, you know? I love you all. Got a cool green slide. I don't think... I'll try it. I doubt you can climb up the slide. Be cool if you could. Yeah, no, I'm an idiot. I don't know why I tried that. I got baited. I wonder how many people have played this game and tried to go up the slide. But it looks like we've gotten, for section 2 at least, we've gotten this new sort of trim along the bottom. I like the aqua. It's actually my favorite color. Baby blue. But yeah, if I could find a place like this in real life, I mean, I know obviously this is like, it's liminal space and it's dreamscape for a reason, but finding like anything big industrial with like this kind of like make would be an unreal explore. Ooh. Interesting staircase. Sorry, I'm like the kid who like has to explore everything. I think that's translates so well to urban exploration. I wonder if it is part of the lore that we're like underwater, because we weren't getting this glistening effect in the previous rooms, I don't think, unless everything's just like polished really well. Could be that. Could just be a shading thing. But who knows? Could be part of the game's secret lore. Yeah. I think like games like this and Last of Us are like huge reasons as to why I got into urban exploration. Just being able to explore something that where people once were but are not now. I find it calming, honestly. Humidity, yeah. That could be another reason. I wonder what the atmosphere would be like in here. I'm sure it would be like smell of chlorine. Wonder if the water's warm. Oh. That back there. I don't know if that shows up on stream, but there's like a... Oh yeah, there's definitely something waiting in the water back there. Alright. I'll go say hi. Oh, auto turned me around. Am I gonna die? I don't like that I had to face my back to it. Whatever it was. Hello? I've come to rescue you. Still can't make out what it is. Oh, it's a little duck. Wonder if I can push him to safety. Come on. There we go, buddy. Sorry, I'm looking on stream and I doubt you guys can see much, but I'm pushing a little rubber duck. Oh, he just waded back. So I guess he just swims back towards his little corridor. Hauntology as an art from what got me into urbex in the UK, an art form. Hauntology, I've never heard of that. Is that like just like paranormal, like the art of paranormal kind of thing? But yeah, I've explored like plenty of creepy places, especially doing some like solo explores. Like when I did the Muskoka Sanitarium, I commonly get asked like, how could you do that? How is your like how are you able to stay sane? Like stuff like that. Wait, did I just come from this way? I believe I did. Be able to tell in a sec. Oh no, I never saw a circular room. But for me, like the weirdest thing, like walking those halls at like 2 a.m. when it's like pitch black, it's very calming because it's kind of like this experience. And my take on it from asking like several people is you're either eerily creeped out by something like this, or you find it like relaxing. And I feel like I'm the latter of those. Because like when I was walking those halls of the insane asylum, I was just like kind of taking in the whole environment and atmosphere that was like around me. Like I would just walk through and you'd hear the wind moving doors, you'd hear the rustling of things outside, you'd hear just the whistling of the wind in the hallways, your footsteps as you walk through, just the whole environment kind of thing. And to me, that was a very calming experience. And then I also think that paired with, okay, so that's circle, that's triangle. I guess that's how you orient yourself here. That paired with, I also think I have a good ability to block out fear. Like whenever I'm like dark thoughts or like something creepy happens. Okay, don't go down the red slide, note to self. But whenever something dark or creepy happens, I'm able to like shun it out of my mind, so it doesn't really like phase me too much. And I think that's like probably the only reason I'm able to get through a night in the alone, because like you'll hear a million noises a night, and sometimes I'll be so tired I just let it slide. I'm like, okay, it is what it is. But sometimes you gotta go and check it out because you don't want anyone sneaking up on you. That's honestly what I'm most afraid of, is having people sneak up on me in the middle of the night. Not that it would be bad or anything. I don't think there's anyone, especially the places I've gone, that would intend to like hurt me. But you just always want to be prepared. Ready preparedness is like a big thing. But yeah, that's the short of it, is I like these experiences. Is that? Oh. I heard a whisper come up from over here. This is an interesting experience. It's almost like you're watching me explore an abandoned place, but it's just of the virtual sense, you know? Greg says, any more alone episodes planned? I actually had 2 that were planned. One of them, I went out to film, and I rolled up to the property. I'm not going to say where it is, because I might attempt it in the future. But it would have been a really cool shoot, and it was completely filled. Or sealed, sorry, I should say. There was no point of entry, and I don't break in to places. So unfortunately, the drive, it was about 4.5 hours, but it would have made for a really cool video. And yeah, I just chalked it up to, I'll come back another time. I'll wait, keep tabs on the place. If I see anyone in there, I'll go and film. But kind of leave that for a surprise. I filmed it. Or I went to go film it once, and another time I was in the area and I just drove to check up on it. Both times it was sealed, unfortunately. And then a long time ago, this was before I did the mine episode, there was another alone that I failed, but I don't really showcase the failures because there's not much video to really showcase. But I do have a really cool spot planned. I'm hoping to get done near the end of summer, and I think it'll be really, it'll also make a really nice video. It's another one that's like up in the mountains, and it will be my first international alone. So I'll be leaving the country. My first inter-provincial was the one that I filmed in BC in the gold mine. That one was a lot of fun too, if it weren't for all the pack rats. Good evening, Nismo Mike. Glad to have you here. You're watching a live virtual exploration of these liminal spaces here. For those of you just dropping in, the game is called Pools, and it's basically, I don't know if it's supposed to be a horror. Okay, there's no light here. Let's see if I can back into it. There's my bearings based off of this. Okay, this is another, is it a dead end? Does it keep going? It does keep going. Oh, no, it's done. But basically, the whole purpose of this game is that you're supposed to make your way through, I think there's 8 levels total. We're on level 2 here. And it's just like liminal space exploration with a bit of horror element to it. We haven't run into any entities yet, but there have been a couple, I wouldn't say jump scares. It's pretty mellow so far, but people are saying, some people say it's scary, some people say it's calming. So far, it's been a pretty relaxing experience. But sit back, relax, enjoy as I walk you through this architecture. And if I'm being annoying, just let me know, because I am a bit of a yapper. Certified yapper. But I feel like that sometimes calms people down too if they hear, because I'm kind of leading you guys with the camera here. So if I talk to you guys, you know, I'll console you. So we got light there. Wonder if this leads around to the slide. Listen to the smooth sounds of my voice. But I do like how, I hope with each, it'd be a cool theme with each level, the tile slowly gets more and more detailed. Oh. Sounds like there's air coming out of that one. I'd also imagine the water in this place to be very warm for some reason, like bath water or whatever. I can't imagine our character. I feel like he'd be shivering if he was constantly walking into cold water. Sorry, keep wiping my face in front of camera, and this probably looks gross, but keep getting hair in my eyes. I'm actually getting a trim tomorrow, so the next time you see me on stream, I'll be not short hair, just a lot of this weight off, if that makes sense. Got some menacing music. I want to go there because I see our duck friend that's been following us around. But first, I'm just going to take a peek into this section. Imagine having to clean all that grout. Oh my god. Oh, it's a cool little swing. Yeah, back when I was in university in the summers, I used to build and maintain pools, and there was actually once every summer there was, I mean, we had a couple jobs where we'd clean the grout for pools, but there was like an Olympic diver, and they had like a professional diving pool with full cement build, tiled wall and floors like this, and we had to go in, and luckily we were able to use, one guy would have a power washer, one guy would like suds it down with soap and a brush. Oh, that swing does not like to be stared at. Okay. And the other guy would power wash, and I usually drew the short stick, and I would have to scrub the pool while it was drained with the brush, and it was not fun cleaning the grout, so I can attest to that. Okay. See, the thing is, I wandered away from our duck friend, but every time I like go on a wander, I find stuff that's more and more enticing. Cause like now I want to explore this area. Mr. Duck, I'm sure we'll meet him again. Yeah, I just remember the worst part about scrubbing grout is when like you're scrubbing and you accidentally scrape your knuckles. Like I definitely had some, we called it pool knuckles for a while. Needed that, I think it was O'Keefe's working hands to get my blisters and calluses and all that fun stuff in working order. Or another fun pool injury. It's funny that we're talking about pools and I'm exploring the biggest pool I've ever been in. But when I do liner replacements, sometimes the really old liners would be like pretty much sharp like daggers, and I'd always cut my fingers like wide open. Sometimes like it would be like as if you ran your finger across a knife blade, and it would take that finger out for like out of commission for like a couple days, and you have to bandage it up, and the wounds would never heal because you're constantly using your fingers. But it's fun. White Lake Productions, hello. I love you too, brother. I miss you. It's been a while. We got to film or do something soon. I hope things are going well with the film you're currently working on. I really want to see the finished product. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it, so I won't, but I'm just saying that you're working on big things. I love you and I miss you. I use that working hand lotion all the time. Good stuff. Yes, especially if your hands are constantly getting scraped up, cut up. O'Keefe's working hands is like a godsend. Okay. I don't like that we have to always back in with the ladder. Oh. Oh. Okay. I feel like this is going to reset us. But we'll see. Nothing ventured, nothing gained is what they say. Oh, that's trippy. We're on glass right now. Very cool. You can see the faint hue of glass. I wonder if it's going to break. Don't look down. As I look down. Come to Florida. Yeah, dude, almost done. That's so exciting, man. Josh, aka White Lake Productions there. He's working on a huge film that's set to release hopefully soon. I won't go into detail because I'm sure there's lots of NDAs and stuff that's involved, but just know if you don't follow Josh, he's worth watching. Louis Boyle, when you're going to attempt the camp with the wolves again? I actually, funny enough, I don't think it's still in effect, but there's they had a watch for me on that place for a while because when you go there, like I didn't know this obviously, like, I just knew the prison and I knew the history of the prison or whatever, but basically there's a sign once you park by the rail tracks where I parked there. What the? Is that like a water spirit or something? Sorry, that bubble just caught me off guard. But once you park where I parked, you walk a little bit into the hike, and there's signs saying call this number for like a tour. And I looked at it. I tried calling, but like you honestly have no cell service in that area, so it's kind of like a lost cause. So I just like gave up after a while, and I didn't think anything of it. Because I heard there's like a lot of rumors about the place. I heard like it changed ownerships. I didn't even know if that number or sign was active or anything. But when I got back to my car the morning after, my plan was to, because I had I got like maybe like 2 hours of sleep total because the coyotes wouldn't stop growling right behind my head or like behind the open air vent under where my head was. My plan was to get back to my car and sleep for a couple hours and then drive home. But I actually had a little business card on my windshield that said like, you'll get fined if we see you here again or whatever. And like you should have called the number. And I tried calling him back after, but no one answered and the number was out of service and I never heard anything since. But I heard from like other explorers that I was allegedly banned or on a watch list or something from going back to that prison. Oh, some smooth jazz. You're listening to K105 Smooth Jazz Radio. We'll sit and ponder. Best video ever. I'm glad you liked it. Honestly, I was so afraid for you in that video. I was like semi-afraid for myself in that video because like I was so naive going into that because I remember like building up to it like 2 weeks prior. I was like crashing on Dan's couch because we were filming stuff in Baltimore, and I brought up the idea because I knew of the isolation prison, and I was saying to Dan, I was like, hey, I have this cool idea for a video. I was thinking of just potentially bringing a friend along and like showing off some camera gear and making it more of like a survival camping-esque thing. And Dan, oh, it's coming from this speaker. Dan said to me, he's like, why don't you just go alone? Like that would make such a better video. And I kind of sat with it for like, oh, sorry. I see that I'm blowing out my mic here, but kind of sat with the idea for a week, and then I was like, you know what? I will go alone. Like, I feel like it would be a good video. I've done camping before. I've done solo camping before. What's the difference? And without a second thought, I grabbed my sleeping bag out of like a random sleeping bag out of the closet. I grabbed a tent that I bought from Treasure Hunt, and just my camera gear and a little bit of food that I thought would look cool eating on camera. Not a thought in the world behind the video, but it was just such a disaster, as you could see. And like, once the coyotes started showing up, at first I thought they were foxes because I'd seen some outside, but once I saw them and like chased them off a couple of times and they kept coming back, I was like, okay, I've made my bed. I got to lay in it. Like, I can't, there's nothing that I can do. Like, I can't go back to my car. It was like a 1 hour hike to my car and then like a 1 hour drive into the nearest town. So I was like, okay, I knew the roof access was like relatively, like I could bottleneck the area. Like, I think there was only one access door that I had scouted during the day. And then, so I scared them off one last time, and then I ran up those stairs in the central cafeteria, barricaded myself on the roof, and I thought to myself, I was like, I might have to, like, if they find their way up here, this is like my last resort. I might have to go toe to toe with those coyotes. And I was like, I wouldn't let myself get panicked, which I think is like the only reason why I'm able to do these alones is I'm able to like push bad thoughts out of my head fairly easily. But sorry, I'll just stop here and give you this visual while I explain the rest of the story. But I was trying to devise a strategy. There was like kind of like, so I barricaded the one access door, but there was still like ways if the coyotes got creative enough that they could have came up. So I thought after fighting with like scaring the coyotes away, I thought that was that. And then I hear them running up and down the hallway, and then as I explained in the video, because I had all I'd eaten all day was a can of beans, my stomach let out like the loudest grumble I've ever heard in my life. And it was like it sounded like or it felt like an eternity, but it was probably only a couple of minutes. And then that's when it was just dead silence. Like I my heart started pumping. I couldn't hear anything else. And then I heard like the last sound I wanted to hear, which was the bone-chilling growl of the coyotes, like right behind my head. And at that moment, I was like literally devising a strategy, because I was like, there's no way I make it back to my car. It's pitch black, and you saw the hike in. It was like half of it was like flooded, half of it was like over beaver dams. There's no way I was finding my way back in the dark. And even if I did attempt it, the coyotes were like actively on me. Like, I think they must have been hungry or something, because I don't know coyotes to be that aggressive. They could have also been, someone pointed out, a half breed of coyote and wolf, like Kai wolves. And those are known to be a lot more aggressive. But they were about like knee height, I'd say, the ones that I saw. So like coyotes are typically a bit smaller. So like that could ring true, that and explain a bit as to why they're a bit more aggressive. But I was like, okay, I saw like 5 of them. So what I was going to do was I was going to open up my tent door like a crack, and just have my little like pocket knife ready, and I was just one by one, like just let one in and fight it, let one in and fight it, let one in and fight it. Because like at that point I was like, okay, the video's like, I can't record it. Like, the video's done. I'm not focusing on recording. I'm just focusing on my survival here. Not to say that I was gonna die. Like, I never felt like I was in a position. I mean, although it could happen, I was saying like my odds of survival were probably like 85%. So I wasn't like super worried. That was what I calculated, at least. So then, so then thankfully opened the door a crack, didn't see anything. And then that's when I grabbed my camera. I was like, okay, they're not like in my immediate vicinity, so I can film this. But unfortunately I wasn't able to film like so much of what happened, because like I was more focused on just like assessing the situation and making myself as safe as possible. But I think I did get some good footage despite the fact. But yeah, so then that's when looked out the tent, didn't see anything. Looked around the roof, didn't see anything, and then I heard it again. And behind my head in the vent there was 2 coyotes staring up at me, just growling, and I just kind of like laughed it off. I was like, I can't believe I'm in this situation right now. I'm just gonna go to bed. And then I just laid there, and it was the coolest thing. I mean, obviously, like looking up, I was under the stars. There's no light pollution. You could see all the stars. The only time I've ever seen stars that clear was when I was on a cruise ship, looking up into the night sky. which if you've ever been on a cruise ship, you know, like there's like no light pollution at all except for like your vessel. But another cool aspect was it sounded like I was literally in a city, but it was like all the noises that were comprising of the city were just like forest noises, like birds, wolves, coyotes, other animals that I don't even know what they were, but they were all like chatting with each other and making all this noise. So it wasn't by any means quiet, and that community noise lasted pretty much until sunrise, and then everything died down to nothing. And then I was obviously worried. I was like, okay, the coyotes potentially are still in the prison somewhere, because I didn't hear them growling. I dozed off for maybe like an hour, 2 hours. Didn't hear them growling, and I was luckily able. They wandered off, and I was able to make it back to my car. And then that's when, like I said, I saw the little postcard of the angry guy. So I was like, I don't want to stick around here. I don't want to sleep here. I'm just going to drive 7 hours on no sleep, which was a horrible decision, all the way back home. And I ended up actually, to save myself like an hour of the drive, stopping at Jake's apartment, and he had a little cot laid out for me, and I slept for like a full 10 hours in his cot. And then I woke up at like 9 p.m. and he took me out for dinner, which was really nice. Him and Emmy. Yeah. As I told him the tales of my prison escapade. Yeah, sorry, I haven't been looking at the comments. You like jazz? I do actually. I throw it on. I switch it up whenever I'm like wanting something to calm down with. I usually put on either jazz or lo-fi. It was one of my buddies that I used to work with in pools named Jimmy. He actually turned me on to jazz. He'd always play it as we were like in the thick of it, and it kind of like calmed us down a little bit. But Jack says, imagine if the coyotes had actually gotten a hold of you. Oh my god. I mean, they were close. Like when I was in the cafeteria, they were circling and rubbing up against the tent, and they were like slowly, like not aggressively, but like slowly biting the fabric of the tent to like test the tent or whatever. And then like each time I would jump out screaming like a madman, and I had like a really bright flashlight that I had on strobe, and then in my other hand I had my little Swiss Army knife, and thankfully every time they like ran away, but it was only a deterrent for about 5 minutes before they were back. And then each time they get closer and closer because they realize I wasn't much of a threat to them, at least. So, and I had laid food around my tent, which kind of led them to me, which was kind of like a dumb mistake. Like I said, I was very naive in the sense. But then that video kind of like kickstarted or like lit a fire underneath Uncharted Travel, because it got picked up by like Lad Bible and VT and all these other like news sites. And that's kind of like, it was kind of like, even though it was the hardest night, it was kind of a blessing, because it sparked the Alone series, which is definitely by far my most successful Alone series. If you haven't seen it, I recommend you watching it on the Uncharted Travel channel. But yeah, who would have known? The whole time that I was going through this, I was like, okay, I'd be happy if the video gets like 10,000 views. That would be like worth the pain and suffering for me. And it got like 60x that, which I was very happy about. Chad said, should have called a number that one you did and no one answered, and it was shortly after disconnected. Makes sense. Yeah, like I did try calling the number. It's just it was a dead service zone. Like the whole point of this prison was a no contact prison, so there's no cell towers anywhere near this place. The only way in and out was by rail car before they built the highway, and that's why, because they built the highway an hour away from this prison, that's why the prison was abandoned, because if the prisoners escaped, now they could hitch a ride on the highway. But I mean, my phone wasn't working. I showed in the video, I had zero service throughout the whole night. I didn't get any messages, no nothing. It was just a complete dead zone until about an hour of me driving back home. That's when I started getting service. How cold are you on top of that roof? That roof actually wasn't, I mean, you could see in the video there was some frost from the night of, but the sleeping bag I had wasn't very good. I also had no sleeping mat, so I was very sore, but I wasn't super cold. The coldest night I did was in the prison, or sorry, not the prison, the insane asylum. That was in Muskoka. That one, it was -29 was what it got down to with wind chill. And I was in the little nook in the elevator service bay, and I was borrowing, because I had no winter sleeping bags, and I was borrowing one from my buddy that was supposed to be rated for -40, but he accidentally gave me the wrong one, and he realized afterwards, once I returned it to him, that it was actually a 0-degree sleeping bag. Andrew, if you're watching this, Don't worry, buddy. Those hot pockets I had. I basically, my only reason I didn't freeze, like my boots, everything froze. The tent froze, my boots froze, everything I left outside of my, excuse me, sorry, tent froze. The only reason I was able to like maintain my body heat was because I was sleeping on an air mattress, which lifted my body off the ground, so I wasn't directly laying on the ground, which would suck the heat right out of me. And I had a hot paw like those hot pockets or whatever, they heat you up. I had one on the top of my chest and one on my stomach, and that was like the only things keeping me warm because it was warming my extremities. Oh, and I had one in each sock as well. It's like warming my extremities and my chest at the same time, maintaining that body heat. So if you ever need to survive a Arctic scenario, that's some good advice for you there. Name a cool food. Cool food. I like Twix bars. Those are cool food. Shepherd's pie. It's a cool food. Any of us would stop and try to fix the situation after that. I watched all your camping alone videos. That's fair. That's fair. Well, I'm glad you could empathize with me as to why my filming in that situation wasn't the greatest. Ooh, I have a slide here. So I'll read all the things. Hi, I'm here. 425th sub. Please remember me if you get famous. Local dude, I will of course remember you. Thank you for the subscription. I love you. I will never forget you, local dude. You are in my heart and permanently ingrained in my brain. If I ever do get famous, I'll pull this clip up here, and we'll have a local dude day. Bro is invincible. Sorry, I'll get back to the game now. Enough of my yapping. But I remember that in the video you had a bunch of those. But the morning shots were amazing. Oh yeah. My whole goal was I was gonna camp out in the cafeteria and then just wake up really early and get a nice shot of the sunrise on the roof. And I can never actually properly capture the sunrise, which sucks. It's a fun little slide ride. But I basically just put my my GoPro on like monolapse, and then I go in my I set it up, and then I go back in my tent. I start packing up, and then usually after like an hour of like waiting, I just pick it up and have the sunrise. If you ever need a fire in the wilderness, pack a baby bell. The wax is very flammable. Interesting. I did not know that. Maybe I'll showcase that in my next video. I'll shout you out if it does end up working, because the location that I have planned next, I just need to get there. I could definitely do a little fire like I did in the prison. Love your videos. Been waiting for your next one. I know. I'm sorry. I've been really slacking on the Uncharted Travel channel. It's because mainly most of my time I've been really trying to set up and start this this personal channel, just because I had a couple like passion projects that I wanted to work on. But I'm very excited for the next couple of explores. I have a couple cool locations that I have to go out and film, and I have a couple cool locations that I have to finish editing. Good to see you on here. Gotta get some sleep, but hope you have a good evening and get out of the pools. Thank you, brother. I hope so too. It was an honor having you. Thank you for stopping by. Hope to see you again soon. Hope you enjoyed your time here, listening to my rambles as I wander these endless halls of tile, floor to ceiling tile. Oh, look at this. We have a new sort of trim here. It looks like, I don't know if they were trying to do marble or cork board. Surely marble to keep in the theme of tile. I feel like cork board would just disintegrate in any sort of water. Ooh. It's not ominous at all. Oh, got a slide over there. First, we want to sit down. Oh, can we not sit down in this thing? Little donut. I wonder if we can walk on top of it. Our love will never be, Mr. Donut. It's unfortunate. Oh, you can actually sprint. I just realized that. Wait, can I actually climb? Oh, is this the start of a slide or is this the end? Oh! Chapter 2, look at that. We made it. Made it. We're flying through these. I think there's 8 chapters. There's either 8 or 6. Might not be able to talk about it, but can you say anything about the unreleased season of Dirty Rooms? Well, I think we filmed them. It's been so long, I'm trying to remember where we even filmed them. I think we did 4. There's 4 unreleased episodes. I think we filmed them in Pennsylvania. They might be on Dan's Patreon. I know he still has all the footage, but I don't think he ever plans on releasing them, sadly. I mean, ADR was fun. It had its run, but I know I still talk to Dan. I've been talking to him about a couple projects that he wants to work on, and I'm hoping that I get to see him at some point this summer. I want to certainly do maybe some streaming, some fun streams, Day with Dan on this channel here. You guys can see Dad Bell live. Yeah, I'm hoping to get to see him sometime this summer and work on some cool stuff with him, that some passion projects that he has down the line. Brennan, Kim Twister. Do you and Dan still talk to Rick? I mean, I haven't really talked to Rick since the end of the season. I won't really go into the specifics, but I think everyone's just kind of like working on their own stuff right now. It's not really like, I don't know. I was kind of like caught in the middle of this situation. But I mean, I definitely I don't really I can't really talk about it too much because like it doesn't necessarily involve me. But I definitely have an opinion on the situation, but I just maybe one day, maybe after everything settles down, or maybe when I'm with Dan, we'll talk about it. Everything that happened. And I'm not here. I don't want to talk about people while they're not here, you know? And I hope you can understand that. But just know that I still talk to Dan, and we still have plans to do some stuff, do some projects. He has a couple things that he wants to work on, that he asked me to help him work on. That hopefully we've been talking about hanging out and filming and shooting the shit for like, I want to say almost a year now. So it's just been a matter of we've both been really busy with our own stuff. It's a matter of getting over there. Would love to see some more spooky videos with you and Dan, like the Children's Asylum. That was another very fond explore of mine, because it was just like, the setting was so perfect. It was like a thunderstorm in this creepy Children's Asylum, and the place was just like in such good condition, minus like a few little rooms with graffiti. You can't really ask for much more than that. Oh, is this a sauna? Ooh. Somebody just threw water on the rocks. I'm heating up. But yeah, and I just remember like coming out of that at like 3 a.m. and just like knowing that I got like a really good video. And I didn't think it would be the most successful video on my channel, but I was very proud of the video that was put together there. And I knew like the whole time, I was like, I don't want to like cater to like the like fake experiences of horror and ghosts, and that's something I've always like wanted to stay true with Uncharted Travel. I wanted everything to be as authentic as possible. And I know I get, was this another sauna? I get a lot of comments saying like, oh, this isn't scary, this is this and that or whatever. And it's like, I mean, you perceive it as it is. Like, I wasn't trying to really sell anything to you. I wasn't trying to like say like, oh, this place is definitely haunted. I just kind of videotaped it, put it together, and then let you come to your own conclusions as to what goes on or what went on. Just watch out for Baltimore. It's worse than the wolves. Yeah, Dan and I have had some sketchy experiences in Baltimore. We've had people chase us with crowbars. We've had people inject needles right in front of us. We've had people yell at us, telling us we're in the wrong neighborhood, wrong area. We've been through the ringer in that sense. It's definitely definitely not a place you want to be exploring at 3 a.m., but that's the main time that Dan seems to want to go out and explore around there. Oh. You know what? I was feeling like I needed to relieve myself. Can you sit down? You can sit down in the plastic chairs, but not in the toilet? I wonder if the toilet backwashes into all this water here. Let me see. It's understandable, man. You gotta talk about it. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Also, for the record, Dan's spoken about the Rick thing countless times. He wants nothing to do with him. I'm not going to be a mod, but there's no other answer. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, like that's a good place to leave it. It's definitely sad because like you never want to see people that like are friends or whatever fighting, and you also never want to be like in the middle of that situation. But I feel like everyone has their own path, you know. This is another cool area. Sorry, I'm taking in all the architecture. Were you in Dan's video with the Detroit car fire, or was that someone else? That might have been Dylan. I remember. I think I was. I had either. Oh no, that might have been Nation of Decay. I think I had just left Baltimore that day, or I was just arriving to Baltimore. I remember just missing that event, but watching it back and thinking, holy crap. Those poor cats. Yeah, I honestly, still to this day, like, because I don't think that it was, these both, oh, the green one leads to somewhere else. Still to this day, I don't know if it was a person that did that or if the cats let themselves in there, but I can only assume that it was a person because the one panic room that the one cat was locked into was literally, you have to open it and like it shuts and like it's like a heavy door, like a cat wouldn't be able to push that open and it like auto closes kind of thing. And then it also doesn't help that I didn't really show in the video, but around both the cats there was somebody that like put flowers in their eyes and like weird stuff. It was just very disturbing. Like I try not to show it too much because I didn't want to, I don't know, show graphic things in the video. That wasn't really what the purpose of the video, but it was definitely sad. And the fact that there was two of them too, like it just like, whoa, whole new area. The fact there was two of them like kind of lessens the fact that it was a coincidence, unless they both ate something in there and died. But they were both in places behind doors that close like one way kind of thing. You can now officially piss in the pool. Yeah, I wonder if what that toilet was doing there. Sorry, I know I'm slow at reading these comments. By the way, do you have any tips for me? Me and my brother are gonna have a toy gunfight. What should I do? I would say in that situation, build a better fort than your brother, so you have good fortification. Maybe, you know, in medieval times they had those like narrow nooks, so you just have your enough vision to see, and your the nozzle of your whatever Nerf gun or whatever you have pointing out. That way you have full vantage point with maximum cover and you can smoke them. Or classic is always to hide under a blanket and ambush him. But you got to build a dummy blanket too, so he doesn't know which one's you. That's my advice. Yeah, I love Jake too. Actually, just the stream yesterday. I don't know if you caught it or not, but we what's it called? I actually ended up having to phone a friend on one of the trivia questions, and I called Jake because the trivia was about him. He was able to. Oh, we already came this way. He was able to successfully answer the trivia question about himself, but I do plan on also at some point. Jake said he wants to get out a Minecraft stream, so be more than happy to have him on here. You might see him as a cameo guest on the Bevo channel. And the car crash at Leakin Park. I'm not too familiar with that one. I know Dan's been to Leakin Park numerous times, but this is where the green slide. Okay, so that's not progress. We gotta go down this slide. I know Dan's been to Leakin Park numerous times, and every time it seems he finds something. Oh, is this just a big dead end? Does this lead to the green slide? Oh no, it doesn't. He finds something like every single time we go there, and he's taken me there a couple of times, and even when we're not filming and just doing like down there just to kind of spook ourselves before we go on a urban exploring, something always happens in that area. Like we'll see like random cars that are like either dumping furniture or like random garbage bags and stuff, or we'll just see people like walking deep in the woods. One time, like I think I've been there like 4 or 5 times now, and each time there's been a very strange encounter that we've had. So that part, I like nothing surprises me in that area. Hello, Mr. Duck. we meet again. It's the young duckling of the big one we saw. Toy gunfight advice. Don't forget to use Megatron. People get weird about that. Yeah. Gotta use Megatron. He'll help you out. The bigger the Transformer, the better. It was a live stream. I'm sure Jake was there and the car crashed down the bank. Oh yeah, that might have been when I left Dan and Jake too. I always like usually have to leave like a couple days early for work. And then Jake and Dan always have like they come back like, you wouldn't believe what happened. So it has some crazy story that I always like get FOMO on. But yeah, no, Leakin Park is full of surprises. Wouldn't recommend wandering down there at night, but it's like one of the few places where you just get a bad vibe if you're walking around there. What the heck was that? I think whoever built the structure of this slide needs to get their license revoked. I hear it crackling. Does this lead anywhere? Oh. Hello? Now I can pee outside of the pool. I wonder if... Oh. Did I make that noise? Oh, I did make that noise. Okay. Like that's quite an aggressive. He's like he's kicking them in. What if there's somebody in there? Oh. There we go. Don't mind if I do. Oh. Hey. Who closed the door on me? Was it you, Mr. Duck? You around here? Well, I guess can't use the bathroom in this place. They just want us to use the pool. Alone in Leakin Park. I mean, I could make it happen. I could definitely ask Dan for a good spot to set up. If you don't know, Leakin Park, or like a part of Leakin Park, is where they filmed the Blair Witch Project. That's what it's called. Sorry, forgot the name of that for a second. I can't believe that. New area. And everyone always compares. I get a lot of comments comparing Alone to the found footage style of Blair Witch. So it would be kind of like a coming full circle to do an Alone in there. I think I could probably do it, but I feel like I wouldn't get any sleep. Like I'd be so on edge about hearing people. And also like it's such a, with all the body dumpings down there and like all the crime, like you better hope nobody finds you in the woods alone. Like there's if you pick the wrong day, something could go very wrong. But I mean, who knows in the future? I mean, I wouldn't be opposed. I've definitely considered with the asylum under my belt, I've considered like branching out alone to like reaching out to like haunted houses or haunted places and trying to spend the night there. But I just feel like I never wanted to go full paranormal dive with Alone. I feel like that's kind of like something separate. And also, I'm very skeptical when it comes to ghosts too, because like I tried very hard. Oh, another nice warm sauna. I tried very hard in that asylum. Like I wandered the tunnels, the service tunnels at 3 a.m. I was like, if ever there's a place where I'm gonna experience something paranormal, this is the spot. But no, it was a pretty tame and calming night, despite my flashlight dying. But it was on red, so I knew roughly it was gonna die. I just didn't know when. Well, you have a great night there, bud. Keep producing real content. Some of the best documentaries. That's you leaving us, Louis Boyle. I'm glad you tuned in. Happy to have you. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy the content. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. Watch your video about the diner. It was so cool. That was such a unique spot too. I was like I found the location through like another explorer that I was checking out his photos and stuff. Okay, are these guys gonna move? What's going on here? And I was like, instantly to Jake, I was like, we need to film this. And we went down that day. That's when we pumped out that video. Okay. I like this. The developer of this game does a really good job sort of like instilling that thriller aspect in your mind. Because like there haven't really been any jump scares aside from like noises. Did that guy move? They changed places? I don't know. But I like that. Oh, another toilet. Because like it keeps you guessing, you know, it keeps you on edge. Because like you're waiting, it's like that build up without a payoff. You're waiting for that jump scare, but it never comes. And I feel like it's just gonna like, once we get to the further levels, it's just gonna turn into hell. Have you been back to the uber creepy cassette tape house since your alone video? I haven't been back since my alone video, but I have that was my alone when I did the alone there. That was actually my 3rd or 4th time going to that house. It's a dead end. What's going on here? Do I? Oh, look at the water. I think. Oh, that's so cool. If this works the way I think it's gonna work, the physics in this game are insane. But no, I haven't been back there, but I've seen photos, and sadly that house is a lot more picked through and trashed. I did it my way. That's the achievement I just got. That's so cool. Huh. Sorry. It's tripping me out. And now what once was the wall has become the floor. Have you ever watched Super Sus, the Ukrainian little person who explores old underground tunnels in Kiev and swims in the water in Pripyat? No, I really want to check him out now. Sadly enough, I was in contact and I was going to do, not necessarily alone, but I wanted to do a 3-day hike into Chernobyl. And this was just before COVID. It was, I reached out to another explorer who said he was keen on taking me because he lived in Kiev. You can probably guess who he is if you're keen on urban explorers. His name's Anton, and we had talked about potentially doing like a series, and he said he was, whoa, this is trippy. Was gonna take me, but then COVID hit, and then obviously the invasion hit, and he had to actually flee the country. Thank God he's safe now. But I talked to him like last year or something, seeing if it was still feasible. Obviously the war's still on, but he said the trails that he used to do to get to the city are all like mined now. So he said it's going to take a couple years for the invasion to calm down, and then for the landmines to be cleared and dispersed or whatever. Oh, which is unfortunate that people have to live through that. Oh my God, I dropped my camera. Do I get to see my face? Oh my God. Okay, sorry. In a new area. This looks like black mist. But yeah, he also gave me an insight as like the reason why the Chernobyl reactor was like one of the first things that was like invaded and captured during the invasion and it was like set up as like a base of operations, is because you can't like launch missiles at it. For those of you who don't know, like the Chernobyl reactor, it's all throughout Chernobyl, it's pretty tame in terms of radiation. Even like he's been, the guy that I was talking to, he's been inside reactor number 4. Like he's snuck in. The radiation levels are nothing compared to, fun fact, the most radioactive part of Chernobyl is the basement of the hospital in the main city, where the firefighters who were tending to the initial reactor meltdown dumped their clothing. That's the most radioactive part of Chernobyl right now, because the radiation stuck to the cloths of their suits and stuff. So, but the reason why they invaded the reactor was because all the radiation there is stagnant, but the second you launch a missile at it, all that radiation gets shot up into the atmosphere and it makes the place uninhabitable again. And it's a similar reason as to why if you book like a legitimate tour with Chernobyl and they drive you in and out, you're actually required to stay in Chernobyl for a certain amount of time before you're allowed to leave, because your car driving in will kick up all these radiation particles into the air, and it's unsafe to leave until they've settled, allegedly. But yeah, so a little bit of Chernobyl lore or facts there. It's my friend Marcus. It's his birthday today. Well, happy birthday, Marcus. I'm sorry if I missed a couple of the comments. I've been kind of very poor at reading them. Happy birthday, Marcus. I hope you're having a great day. And happy birthday to whoever else's birthday it is. My wife is positive she's been to that diner when she was younger. Well, if you live in like rural Ontario, it looked like a pretty popular spot, but it was in like the outskirts of Ontario. It was a very small diner. Oh, this guy's upset. But yeah, it was very interesting. It's always sad when places get wrecked because people can't respect the past and leave stuff be. I know, and that's why I wish I could, like, for a lot of these locations, like, just tell people where they are so they could check them out themselves and, you know, have the same experience that we have. But it's unfortunate that there's like a small minority in the hobby, or a small minority of people that are there to loot, steal, or whatever that. And that's why, like, a lot of explorers are very reserved in sharing locations and stuff like that. Oh, is this like a little shame circle here? This guy's seems very keen and staring at our thinking man on the toilet here. I watched the one Chernobyl. Wow, it's so abandoned and it's so quiet there. Yeah, it's honestly like nature's like taken back that place, which is crazy. And there's some people that still live in like parts of the exclusion zone. And they're just like, I think they call them stalkers. My son Elliot said, "Hi, love your videos." Well, hello, Mr. Faizan. Tell your son Elliot that I love him and his videos too. Aflad, I watched the Shay videos on Chernobyl. They're really good. Yeah, the guy that takes Shay to Chernobyl, Anton, he's Bad Cat. That's the guy that I was actually talking to. My Discord link doesn't work. If that one doesn't work, if the Stream Elements one doesn't work, there's one in the description. I'll have to update the Stream Elements one, and I'm sorry about that if it keeps spamming a bad Discord link, but there's one in the description. Also, if you're enjoying the stream, please feel free to drop a like. If you haven't subscribed, please feel free to subscribe. I plan on going live every Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesdays, I'm trying to lock in at 5 p.m. EDT. Thursdays, we're kind of like experimenting with our times for those games. I guess that guy is just chilling on the toilet while that guy watches him. Interesting display. Do you have an OnlyFans? No, I do not. And I do not intend to. Oh, it's a big guy. Who knows? Maybe in 10 years I'll do when I'm an old man or an older man, do like an underwear calendar or something for fun. But right now I have no intention of doing an OnlyFans. I think being a skeptic and putting yourself in haunted locations is even better. Say what is claimed about the location, put yourself there and see what happens. Suspense, story, vibes is all you need. Exactly. I feel like that's kind of like what paranormal investigations could be or should be. Obviously, I'm not trying to discredit people's experiences, but I definitely think there's a lot of content on the internet that plays it up for the views. I won't get into specifics on that, but I just feel like, I don't know, it's best to keep it genuine, and it makes the experience more, I don't know, more genuine. And when something does happen, it makes it a lot more like entertaining, or like for example, like I could go through like a bunch of alones, like essentially I could go through like 12 hours of a night in alone and only have something happen for like 10 minutes, but you guys are seeing the 10 minutes, which is like, and it doesn't even have to be something paranormal. It could just be like an animal, like for example the mines that I did. There was like pack rats everywhere. They were making noises in the basement, or at least that's what it led me to believe. And that's like, there is kind of like, still in and of itself is not necessarily paranormal, but it's like genuinely creepy to some people. Shame circle. Wait to put him on blast. Yeah, I'm sorry. I did my guy dirty back there with the with him just trying to go to the washroom, but I mean, in the previous room, they built a whole monument to him, so he's got to be doing all right. Oh, I like this. So I guess Area 3 has these aqua tiles, and now we're on this, like, checkerboard pattern. And if you listen to the music, it's kind of vibey here. Bro fighting for his life on that toilet. I know, he had his hand down. He was, like, really, really going through it. The other guy was, like, cheering him on, maybe. He's like, you can do it. Just one more push. The Taco Bell will lift you to the moon. An underwater calendar in abandoned buildings. Or an underwear calendar in abandoned buildings, yeah. Like some people do the boudoir or whatever. Ooh. Can I go into this? Oh no, it's just dark tile. Oh, could be funny. Try the link in the description. Yeah. Thank you, Catherine, for directing FaZe into the link in the description. Hopefully it works. Chipotle Aftershock. Hey, leave poor FaZe alone. He's trying his best out here. Holy, this is like the infinite sauna maze. Hey, so I remember that asylum you went to on a winter cold day you stayed overnight. Yeah, that was the Muskoka Sanitarium. The part where you stepped on that hard ice. I almost had a heart attack. It was so scary. I mean, I honestly had a heart attack too there. It was like all the ice was solid, and I had a heart attack for two reasons. One, because I heard a loud noise, jarring noise right at my feet, and instantly just panicked, or had a moment of panic. And two, is there someone down there? Oh no, it's just lighting. And two, because I thought I was falling through the floor. So it definitely got me. I'm gonna follow this noise. It's kind of leading me. Or maybe it's just a general atmospheric. I like the black tile though. Reminds me of like heated tile. Oh, hello. This reminds me of one of the coolest water slides they had at our local water park called Wild Waterworks. It was called the Black Hole. And it was like pitch black except for there was like little holes where sun would poke through. And it was very twisty and turny and disorienting. And the only way you could orient yourself in certain sections was by these little... What the... Did I just die? Oh. Chapter 3 completed. Let's go. There we go. Are you guys doing another dirty room? For now, I mean, I don't, like, unfortunately, I think the future of another dirty room is, canceled indefinitely, I would say. There's still a lot of, like, different content. I could see the ADR lives coming back, like where Dan just does like a live stream in like a random motel room. But in terms of like fully produced episodes, I know there's 4 unreleased episodes, but I have no idea what the intentions are for that one. We've just entered level 4. And I'm sorry I can't really provide you with any more information. That's to the extent of what I know. Oh, this is... Whoa. Getting like mystical here. So I guess chapter 4 maybe is like wood. Yeah, sorry Kim. I wish I knew more, but I just know that there were 4. I believe we filmed them in Pennsylvania. Oh. Starting to get a little creepier here. What's my favorite type of woman? I don't know. Nice smile. Polite. The classic things you look for in a partner. Ooh. Okay, so it looks like we can either go the OG white tile, or we can go with the creepy blue dark tile. I kind of want to stick to this theme. Democracy is calling. Maybe we'll do a Helldivers stream at some point. Could be down. Oh my. Look at the mouth on that guy. What'd that thing do? Is that a slide? Oh, that would be so cool if that was a slide. He looks like he's seen some stuff. Ooh. It's another one of those underwater ladders here. I wonder if we're gonna see our friend from earlier. And you, oh, you can climb down this one. I wonder if I'm gonna drown. Or I wonder if I'm gonna be the guy. Oh! Ooh. Okay, so that was a death. It just rewound me. Don't rush it, but oh my god, I got a kick out of the needles in the crack pipes. Yeah, we actually I think the craziest thing we ever found was finding the heroin and the heroin needle in the drop ceiling of the one motel room. It's crazy. Hell divers with a succulent Chinese meal. Is that like a reference from something? Definitely definitely a vibe. I love Chinese food. I actually had some Mongolian grill the other day. It's really good. I wonder if these will probably suck me down too, just like the previous one. This is a democracy manifest. Or democracy manifest, sorry. My English is cannot today. Ball hockey is calling. I love sushi. I'm actually just warming up to sushi. I was never really a huge seafood person. But I really, my friends took me out a couple times in university, and I actually really enjoyed eel, surprisingly. That looks, oh, okay, don't want to go back down there. No, no, get me on the ladder. It like hooked me onto the ladder. You can see the bottom, but then the second you step on the ladder, it disappears. Look at these nice warm windows we have here. Another slide. Ooh. New texture. Yeah, I also like California rolls, and I like what's the one with like cucumber and avocado? Those are really good too. Go in the pool. I saw a fish. All right. Well, you never said anything about fish being down there. I gotta go. It was this one, right? Surely nothing bad can happen if there's fish swimming down there. Oh. This is actually quite nice. Good suggestion, E-Money. That was perfect. Just what I needed. I was starting to dry off, so I needed to re-moisten. Is that a term? Re-moisten? Love it, but I eat it sometimes, not all the times, because of the unsafe part of it. Yeah, I guess raw fish, yeah, that you could pose an issue sometimes. I haven't had too much of it to really like know the risks or benefits, but what I've had, I've enjoyed. I've always been weary though. One thing I cannot do is shellfish, unfortunately. Not because of allergies. I can't do the texture. It's just some psychological thing. I can't get it down. I think you'd like okonomiyaki. Is that type of sushi? What is it comprised of? Jack liked the re-moisten comment. Oh, we were just here. Go this way. Is Yuki winning this weekend? I sure hope so. I mean, I highly doubt he'll win, but I hope Yuki at least makes the points. Did I just come from this area? I don't think I did. For those of you who watch F1, my favorite drivers, well, I used to like Pierre Gasly, but he's not in AlphaTauri anymore. But I really like Yuki Tsunoda. It's just a meme. The meme, the myth, the legend. My friend Marcus said he's the best. Well, your friend Marcus knows what he's talking about, I think. Can I open this? Imagine this is like the exit. It's not allowing me to leave. Well, we move on. Oh, this is cool. Everything's starting to get a little less like pools like. And now it looks like we're getting more house elements. We got windows and actual like urban doors here. Auto racing. Speaking my language now. What kind of races do you like, Chad? I'm with you on the shellfish. Yeah, Jamie. I don't know. I've never been able to stomach it as a kid. I just think like, no offense to anyone who eats it. I just think the looks are gross and like the texture. I don't know. I can't do it. Okay. I don't want to perpetually keep walking up, so I'll take this exit. Personally, I'm rooting for Alonso or Piastri. Yeah. Yeah. I like Alonso too. I like Piastri. Piastri's like newer, so I like seeing what he can do. Alonso, he's the old breed. Oh, that's cool. We're back here. Okay, I'll go back up this ladder then. I think Max. Either way, Max has clinched the championship, but I think it's still going to be an exciting race. Shellfish are like something from a Cronenberg movie. It's very true. They're freaks of nature. Those things. Mom loved shellfish, but now can't have it because she developed an allergy to it. Oh yeah, I think that's like becoming more and more common by the way they're like farmed or whatever. I know a couple people as well that like developed shellfish allergies that were huge fanatics. Popeyes over KFC. You know, I disagree with that take, you know. I like Popeyes has one of the driest biscuits I think I've ever had. And like KFC, I like their big crunch that they have, their chicken, I just like it so much better. I don't know. I know Popeyes is good and I do enjoy Popeyes, but I think their biscuit just really sinks them in my opinion. I watch F1, IndyCar, NASCAR regularly, but not limited to that. Damn, so you're really a motorsports enthusiast. Okay, we've been walking around in circles here. I think this is just, we gotta pick a new path. We've been there, we've been there. It's time to go this way. Go back the way we came. Have we gone this way yet? I cannot remember, and I'm sorry if we've been moving in circles. But yeah, I don't really watch, I watch NASCAR every now and again, but I don't know any of the drivers. I just watch the odd race whenever like one of my friends has it on. But I do love F1. Used to do we had a sim racing league for a little while during COVID. I was never really good. I played with all the assists and the PS4 controller, not even a wheel, but it was still a lot of fun to learn the tracks and just like follow the drivers. I think it was F1 2020 was my specialty. Local dude, you're back, brother. I hope you won your fight that you had to go to. This game is like far too many of my dreams. Yikes, pretty cool though. Yeah, honestly, I think like that's it's called like Dreamscape technology or Dreamscape. Okay, maybe we need to cross over to here because it's supposed to be like a dreamlike atmosphere where the architecture doesn't necessarily make sense. Okay, is this? I feel like we're just like, we've been here like a bunch. Doesn't lead somewhere new. Maybe go up instead of going in the slide. Does this lead anywhere? Oh, yes, it does. Oh, is this just literally just in here? Okay, no, we can go this way. I didn't see this before. Sorry, everyone. We're back on the track now. McDonald's or Wendy's? Wendy's all the way. McDonald's, anytime I have McDonald's, I feel like there's just like a brick sitting in my stomach. And I feel like really... Ooh, that slide. I don't know. I feel like it's just like you know that episode of SpongeBob, the Pretty Patties? When you take a bite and it's just like... Oh, you look at it and it's like, oh, it's garbage. That's what I feel like when I eat McDonald's. When I eat Wendy's, I actually feel like, I mean, sure, it's greasy, like if you have a Baconator, but I feel like it actually like gives me proper calories and it's like actual food kind of thing. So I'm sorry if you're on Team McDonald's, but that's my stance there. I jelk to your videos all the time. I don't know what that means, but thank you for your support. I watch AEIOU. Oh, brother. That's a classic. For those of you who don't know what AEIOU, it's like some like random Italian sand animation kids show, and there's like a couple really rare episodes on YouTube that you really have to dig to find. Ooh, this is new, but it's very cool. Well, I pay to watch V8 supercars here and there. Can't miss the Bathurst 1000. That sounds very cool. I know there was a guy from my hometown that races GTR 3, if that is a series, but they race on all the F1 tracks or the major racing tracks or whatever, which is very cool. He was on Team Mercedes and they were very good, but I just remember them traveling all around. If you go to any one F1 race, what are your top 3 tracks? Monaco would be so cool to see. I feel like Monaco, Azerbaijan, if you're sitting like somewhere where you can view the huge strait that they have. And a couple of my friends are going to see Montreal this what's it called, this weekend actually. And I think Montreal has like some of the best grandstands out of any of the F1 tracks, so that would be a unique viewing experience. Wait, I didn't type that. I'm gonna have a war on the 12th. Okay, well, good luck. I hope my advice heeds you well. Oh, it's a cool little balcony here. Like NASCAR, they turn right. Faizan throwing some shade at the NASCAR lovers. Wait, does this lead anywhere? I saw this before. I wonder if this is how you get into the next section. Only good thing for McDonald's is the fries. That's true. They do have really good fries. Whee! Oh, okay. As fun as that was, the game did not like that. But it is what it is. Yeah, I do like McDonald's fries. If you ever dipped their fries in... Whoa. Another bubble. If you ever dip their fries in ice cream, that slaps too. Ooh, we'll go down that in a second. I just want to hear. What is... Whoa. Okay. Sorry, slide. This place looks way cooler. Oh, I like the watercolor here. Yeah, their fries and ice cream are like super good. Yeah, Wendy's is better for sure. I'm glad we're on the same page, Jamie. Got food poisoning from McDonald's a few years ago and I've not had it since. Yeah, I have it on the odd occasion just because it's like super cheap, but I feel like every time I like order it, I'm heavily regretting it. Wait, did we just lose saturation? Whoa. Whoa. This guy, well, he's staring at me. He's like, meh. It's kind of menacing. Look at these slides. Oh, he's look, their arms are what's holding up the slide. This would be so cool in real life. If you got to explore something like this. That's like, there's one place in the States. It's like an old field with like a bunch of presidential heads. I think it has every single president, and it's been abandoned for the longest time. Like, I think it has like 48. So I don't think it has like Trump or Obama but I think it has like there's 48 of the presidential heads, which are just like menacingly sitting in a field, and they're being slowly taken back by plants and such. I have a thing for Subarus. I'm not a huge like I don't have like a huge allegiance to a particular brand of car, but Subarus are nice. My buddy has a really nice Subaru, like a GTI that he's tricked out, and it's baby blue, and it's like his child. It's a really cool car. I'm going to Montreal. I want to see your friends. Well, Faizan, you happen to be one of my friends who is going to Montreal. I hope you guys have a good time watching the race. Gotta send me lots of pictures from your seats. McDonald's fries and a strawberry milkshake. That sounds like... Okay, now I'm getting hungry. It sounds like a dream right now. Benny Gazano, thank you for the subscription, brother. Welcome to the family. Love to have you. Ooh, this is like a very angelic. Oval racing and road racing are very different for sure. Fans of each don't cross much. Yeah, you're a rare breed, Chad. You like all the races. If it goes vroom. Ooh. Wonder if this is, yeah, it's, oh, it's like, is it intentionally out of focus? The hell? They're like sacrificing someone or something first. Okay, we'll drop down that after, because I feel like that could be the way out. I only like watching Daytona, Dega, and Atlanta. Oh man, that tunnel was creepy. I know, it was like, it desaturated the whole environment and sort of gave off creepy vibes. But it was cool. I like that this is like, that's like the theme of this game. I feel like there's probably going to be some horror or some entity that I have to run away from eventually, because there is sprinting. But oh, is there? It's oh. Okay, well, gotta do it. Gotta do it. We're gonna die? We made it! There we go. Chapter 4 completed. I wish I remembered how many chapters there are. I want to say there's 8, I believe. I don't know. If anyone has that information on hand and can let me know, that would be greatly appreciated. But this is chapter 5, and it looks like things are starting to get a little bit more... It seems like the environment has gotten less and less stable the more we've progressed. These look like burning sauna logs, I wonder, or bricks. What if they're going to disperse when I walk up to them? Oh no. They're just glistening. Makes me think of some places explored. Yeah, I definitely see elements of places I've explored in here. I would love to explore an abandoned water park. I have a couple on my maps, but it's just... They're always very hard to get into. A place like this would be like a dream explore, though, but there's no such building, so that's why we got to explore it virtually. You guys are all coming along for the ride with me. Wendy's fries and the chocolate frosty. That is true, Jack. Those slap. Any wrestling fans? I know E-Money is a wrestling fan. He loves WWE. I dabble. I watch, like, I know the odd wrestler. I actually, when I was doing a road trip with Jake through, and we were in Savannah, Georgia, The Undertaker was staying at our hotel. And funny enough, he was on the same floor as us. So as I was, I got up in the middle of the night and he, like, just to get ice, because I was like, I don't know, I needed something cold or something. And he was at the ice machine. Like, I just saw his back there, and obviously, like, he's a giant in real life, so, like, who else could it be? So I'm just walking up, and I didn't like freak him out or anything, but as I was walking up, I just did, like, the Undertaker, the dun 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 dun, and he just, like, his back is facing to me, and he just turns and goes and gives me, like, a side eye, and then he just walks back to his room, gave me a smile, gave me a side eye. And I felt like that was enough to know that I let him know that I knew who he was, but didn't need a picture, didn't need anything, just wanted to create that moment. Oh, very cool. We're in it's like a fully bricked area here for this 5th space. Have you ever thought about making an Uncharted travel TikTok? I've thought about it. People have asked me to do it. And I feel like I'll end up making a Bevo TikTok for this channel, which in turn will end up making an Uncharted travel TikTok. I was just like, for the longest time, I was so terrified of TikTok being like just like owned by a sketchy company, which was also owned by the CCP kind of thing. I don't know. There was like, even like having some background in like software development and stuff, and like looking at like what other developers had to say about like the source code not being the most stable. I was kind of like just a little bit concerned about that, but at the end of the day, it's the same argument. There's so many people on it. What are they gonna? Whee! I wonder if something happens if you go down all 3. What are they gonna do to, like, why would they need anything that I in particular have? So my fears have definitely, as the apps life has been prolonged, my fears have dwindled, and I feel like eventually I'll make an Uncharted Travel TikTok along with the TikTok for this channel. It's also the act of just learning a whole new social media and how to market yourself in that space, which I feel like TikTok's probably a pretty easy one to do because it seems like it's not like super difficult to amass a big following as long as you're posting regularly. So to answer that question, I'll probably have an Uncharted Travel and a Bevo TikTok soon. Very soon. And I mean, like, it always helps to be on as many platforms as possible to market yourself. This way or this way? This way? This way. But yeah. Well, thank you. I'm glad you guys would check out the Uncharted Travel or the Bevo TikTok, Jamie. Lawful phase in. Watch the super speedway races for the 20 car pileups. Oh yeah. Oh, I wonder if I can walk up there. Stuff gets wild. Watch wrestling too, but not as big as a fan as I used to be. Yeah, I mean, I feel like Logan Paul joining the WWE has definitely like brought a lot of talk from like the new generation, which is definitely good for it. But you can never beat the classics. The Hulk Hogan, John Cena, Undertaker, Rey Mysterio era. The Great Khali, all those guys. Ooh, interesting. The hesitation with TikTok is sketchy. Yeah, I'm glad you understand my hesitation, Jamie. I think in the end I'll probably end up making a TikTok for both. But as for right now, I'm just trying one thing at a time. We'll go with the stream, and then I do have like vertical plugin here where I'm making like short form as we go along, which will eventually be converted into TikTok. And also for those of you that are just tuning in or have tuned in a while and are wondering what we're doing, we're kind of just hanging out, chatting. I'm playing a game called Pools. It's a liminal space thriller game where it's not really like horror, not really like jump scares, at least that we've seen yet. Some people say there is jump scares in this game, but it's more about the exploration of these liminal spaces in this dreamscape-like world. More flooded toilets. I wonder if that's where the water has been coming from. It's just like backlogged toilet after toilet. There's nothing in these ones. Bevo content getting mixed up with Bravo content. 7 out of 10. Sorry. I know. It's probably not the the most searchable name, but who knows? In the coming days, we'll grow this community big and strong, all of us together. One big happy family. What's your favorite 80s movie? I'm trying to think. See, I'm very bad with like dates, and like I don't think this movie was in the 80s. I know it's an old movie. My favorite like old school movie, just from like a cinematic perspective and like storytelling perspective, is called Rear Window. That's my favorite like retro movie, and it was actually Dan Bell that showed it to me. What kind of software development did I do? I was in school for computer science, and I wanted to get into game development. Was originally my sort of like my desire, but then once I got my first like actual gig doing some sort of like software development, I realized that like I only liked programming my passion projects. So I only really liked working on stuff that I was passionate about, because I did a lot of modding. I was pretty active in like for like Minecraft modding. I did RuneScape private servers, stuff like that. Just games that I enjoyed playing. Never dabbled in Skyrim though. But yeah, I worked on a couple different like random games for fun. But then as soon as I was working for like a company, I was like, okay, I gotta do a 180, and I kind of did, and just did a 180 into film. That British dude who swallows food whole is called Bevo. Oh god, I don't even know who that is, but I can't say I'll be doing any food gouging. I do want to do a cooking stream though. That's what I'm hoping to plan for Tuesday. Tuesdays are going to be my more creative streams. So you're going to see some personality on if I finish working out all the logistics for it. But pretty excited. Yeah, this is like almost like a temple or something. It's giving me like very tranquil vibes. I still have a couple Uncharted travel videos to watch. Oh, well, I'm glad you enjoy the content, Jamie. Have you heard the Arkel's latest song? I actually haven't listened to too much of their recent stuff. I don't know. Their acoustic album that they came out with, Campfire Chords, that really wasn't an acoustic album. Kind of like, I don't know, maybe mistrust some of their new stuff, but then I really liked like Relentless, Knocking at the Door, all those songs. But I haven't heard if they've come out with something like this summer. I haven't heard it yet. Are you okay, sir? Somebody needs to get that guy a lozenge, I think. Bro thinks the AI will give him a baking recipe. Teddy will give him the meth recipe. Yeah, I do want to do cooking with the AI. I think I want to get like, because I have a family cookbook of like my family's recipes, and I want to just absolutely defile them on stream with the AI. I want to do like Mad Lib cooking, where I blank out some of the recipes and I have the AI like come up with a solution as to what should be there. But I'm definitely gonna end up cooking like meth or something horrible because of the AI. Knowing Teddy. But who knows? I might get a different AI character for the cooking stream. We'll get somebody more pure than Teddy. For those of you who missed my last stream, we did trivia with like an AI bear that was just whoa. The architecture here is trippy as hell. Which I will be. I've almost finished editing that video. I'm planning on putting it out sometime next week. So if you did miss last or the stream on Tuesday, you'll have the opportunity to watch the shortened version, which I say shortened, but it's probably still going to be around 40 minutes long. Just having all the highlights of that stream so you can get a gist of our Super Mario trivia with the rabies-infested bear. Cooking with rabies? It's the rabies that fuel you. Looking forward to the creative exploration. Yeah, that's the whole point of this channel, is I really wanted to like pursue some creative passion projects. I wonder if I walk on the walls here. No. I thought I could like change my direction or orientation like in that one. But I think it's just trippy atmosphere. Look, there's a pool up there. Gonna get jump scared by David Bowie. This part. If he does come out there, I'd gladly like one of his knives. Oh, what if this leads me to other parts in the room? That's so cool. Yeah, again, I'm sorry if the Discord link doesn't work. If it doesn't work, there is a working one in the description below. Also, if you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it if you give the stream a like, and if you're new here, consider subscribing. I'm not gonna beg you for it, but I'd be really happy to have you in the family. We're all one big happy family here. Discord, I'm planning on keeping everyone up to date on what I'm working on, projects, passion projects, as well as you'll be notified when I'm live if you want to. And when I upload videos too. It'll be like a community hub for all things in this community. Mario Busters. Mad Lib, that's my jam. Yeah. Oh. Trying to think of a good pun for somebody missing a head, but can't think on it. He definitely can't think on it. This is cool. I'm slowly making my way into his room. Whoa, whoa. So it is playable. That's so cool. So I guess the theme for this floor at least is just like optical illusion. I can't remember the name of the famous painter that would paint these, or the illusionist that would create these types of illusions. But we started out, we came from this door. And now I'm so disoriented that we're like, because this used to be the ceiling. Now we're on the wall. And I'm sure this will lead us to a whole new orientation. Just what a trippy experience here. Oh, is this an elevator shaft? There's something down there. Geronimo! Dodd's diver performed a dive worthy of an award. Nice. I guess you just have to jump from a certain height and survive. Found the secret Easter egg, I guess. Ooh. Ooh. I think we're going in the back rooms, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, not that we already aren't in there, but this is like the more classic. Escher. Oh, that's who it was. Yes, yes. You guys are much smarter than I. Look at this. Oh, we're on carpeted floor now. I don't know what that... Is that water dripping off? That's so cool. There's water in the carpet. I guess I... Point of no return. I can't go back now. These little sewer grates. I feel like I'm gonna fall through one of them. Excuse me. Just grabbing a glass, a sip of water. I'll keep it over here. Can I go under here? I still haven't learned if I can crouch in this game. It's one of the things I like about this game is it's more of an experience. Like there's no hand holding. You don't really like get told where to go or what to do. You kind of just explore until you fumble your way into things, you know? Oh. Looks like we're changing our orientation again. The dev seems to like these little physics pieces here. Stay hydrated. Terrible place for carpet. The worst. Imagine it's like sparkling right now. Unless that's water droplets coming from the ceiling. Imagine the mold buildup around here, especially with all that moisture. Oh. Hello? Something came from there. Keep forgetting you can jog. Oh. We're in London. Light changed. I guess it's darker in London. They don't have as much light as the North Americans do. Poor guys. Another game I think you might like is Viewfinder. Very cool. I have to look into that. Let me write that down, actually. If you guys have games you would like me to play, feel free to shout them out, and I'll definitely give them a look whenever I have a chance. I want to play. There's another version similar to this, but it's more horror based. It's called The Classrooms. This is more of like a relaxing late night experience. I also want to play. I was mentioning in the previous stream a couple of like RPG Maker games. Like I really like To the Moon or Finding Paradise, Stray Cat Crossing. There's another one called Ib where you're like exploring. You get sucked into a paint gallery, you're like exploring the paint gallery, and there's like various puzzles and stuff. Just like some cool, fun, story-based games that I think would be enjoyable for all of us, you know? Good experience. I think we might have the same computer chair. I don't even know what brand this is. It's Vitesse. That's anything. It was actually a gift from one of my friends when he moved out of the place. He's like, or his girlfriend for Christmas bought him a Secret Labs gaming chair, and he's like, here, you can have my old one. And I was like, oh, thank you, man. It's very appreciative. So I've been using this one ever since. It certainly doesn't do too many favors on my back, but I enjoy it. It's a cool slide experience. This is kind of like giving me vibes of is it called the American Dream Mall, where they have like a water park and roller coaster theme park inside, but there's like very little foot traffic, so it feels like a liminal space, like it's like abandoned. Went there one time and it's certainly, whoa, I thought something was carrying that chair. They're giving the same vibes. There are no fridges. Yeah, sadly we can't do any fridge openings in this in this game. But wonder if we can get in any of these like crazy windy slides. I still want to see if we can get into a slide where those mannequin looking people were like holding it up. Oh my god, but wading through all this water gives me just like flashbacks to when I used to work on pools. Mind you, it was like the water was a lot more gross and oh, the water looked like this, but infested with mosquito larvae. Yeah, I died. I guess you gotta mind your step around here. I did not notice. It was booby trapped. Yeah, you'd jump into the pool and you'd have you'd have to take your shoes and socks off because when you were draining the pool out, you'd just jump in so you could like cut the liner out. You'd come out and there'd be all these little red mosquito larvae stuck to your feet, just shaking and worming, and it's definitely not a job for the faint of heart. I don't know if that's telling me I should go this way. It's like a young child drew something telling me to go to. Are there any doors here? Perhaps the kid is missing with me. I don't trust those mannequins, neither do I. Love some Ebola water. It definitely was the type to give you that that brain-eating amoeba, but luckily I wasn't like fully submerging my head in there. I was just like, just the feet. Still gross though. Still gross. Mine is Blue Whale. Neat brand name, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's pretty common style. I got my pillow here too, which I never really use because I'm always hunched over. I have really bad posture. Did it at least pay well? It was the best paying job I could find while I was in university. It was definitely not worth the money, but my first summer I was getting paid, like, minimum wage back then was like $10, so I was getting paid like 16, and then by the time I was done my second summer I was getting paid 23, which, considering nowadays wages, definitely not worth it. And also we worked like long, it was like 6 days a week, and we worked like on the regular like 10 to 12 hour days, so like it sucked up your whole summer, but you made the best money you like I could have possibly made, and helped pay for my tuition, so I was very grateful for that. But it was just, whoa, this place is trippy. It was definitely a very challenging job. It had its challenges. Also, it didn't help that we didn't get paid any overtime because it was a loophole that it was like seasonal work. So because of that, we just got paid a flat rate of whatever it was, like $21, $23 an hour, whatever I was making at the time. This maze is cool. Do I have infinite sprint? Jogging like a champion here. My work is paying for my school. That's great, Jack. Honestly, that's the best thing. If you can graduate with like minimal student debt, that's huge. And if you love what you're doing, like I know you clearly love your job, so it's like you're hardly even working, you know? Showing up to work, doing something you love every day, and you're making some money for it and paying off your school. Whoa, are we in a mall right now? Hey, Brennan, sending love from Niagara Falls, New York. Oh, you're just on the other side of the river, brother. But thank you. Appreciate you, and I'm glad you're here. I've only recently actually been to the American side, Niagara Falls. Ooh. That is creepy. And I gotta say, it's an entirely different experience from the Canadian side. Have you ever been to the Canadian side? The interesting chair pillar we got going on here. Got a little elements from everything. We got a boat, telephone booth. I'm sure there's so much of this that like I'm missing as we go along, but I'm just, you know, happy-go-lucky stumbling away here. This is the first, but besides the water, this is the first like perpetual motion thing we've seen. This escalator. The radio frequency. The famous American part of Niagara Falls, the Bit of Paris. That's definitely an attraction I would not recommend stopping at. Sure have. Love the Canadian side of the falls and Clifton Hill. Yes. I have so many fond memories. My family would always, with my cousin, my aunt, my uncle, would always go to Clifton Hill for like, we'd go to like Great Wolf Lodge, and then we go to Clifton Hill and hit up like the arcade there, the Great Canadian Midway, I think it's called. Along with the haunted houses. It's just like such a fun time in that little street. And then now that I'm older, occasionally I go to the casino there, you know? Have some fun with the fellas. There's also a cool club there called the Dragonfly. I've been a couple of times. I went one Halloween with a few friends. That was a lot of fun. Oh, we're back. We're back in this white tiled hell. Oh! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at these paintings. There's like skulls. Oh! Stuck the landing. Okay. Ooh! What hell did we just find ourselves plummeting into? Oh my god. That's quite something right there. Sorry, I was trying to... The green gives me Mirror's Edge vibes. I've never actually played Mirror's Edge either, but I've heard... a lot of people reference that for... sometimes in the Alones and stuff. Hey, Brennan, have you ever been to the Yellow Dog? It's a village in Armstrong County, PA. I'm planning on going to it. I can't say that I have. It sounds familiar. Is this open? No. It's creepy. Can't say that I have, but you'll have to let me know your experience. If it's good, bad, ugly, whatever outcome, I want to hear about it. Is that my guy panting, or is that... Oh, I think it's just my guy panting. Do you ever go to Canada's Wonderland? I used to go all the time. My mom used to buy seasons passes for the summer, and then her friend who like I was like schoolhood friends with, their mom used to get them seasons passes too, and we'd go like, we used to go like at least once a month or like every other week. It was a lot of fun. Great amusement park. I haven't been since they added, the last time I went they just added the Leviathan. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is very loud and disorienting. I lowered the game volume, but I think it's the... Oh. The hell? Get down! Get under a table! Earthquake! Am I dead? Chapter 5 completed. Okay, we're on chapter 6 now. But yeah, I've really enjoyed Canada's Wonderland. I remember it was the first time I ever got motion sickness. Was we got one year we thought it would be a good idea to get the fast pass, which is essentially lets you like cut the line. You pay like $60 and there's like a special line for fast pass people. And I remember riding the Behemoth, which was like at the time the biggest roller coaster in the park. We did it 11 times in a row and I started feeling nauseous and I was like, what is this feeling? I'd never experienced that sort of like vertigo before, but now I get it occasionally on roller coasters, but I'm usually pretty good with like motion and stuff. The dragonfly is awesome. Lots of times walking across the Rainbow Bridge hammered. I feel you, Anthony. I feel you. And thank you, Kim. Awaiting your review. That was Suburban Nightmare. I was searching for the word for it, but yeah, that was like Suburban Hell. I have no idea where I am now. I wonder if I'm in one of those homes. If somebody could look up and see how many levels the pools the game has, because we're on level 6. I don't know if it's 6 or 8. I'm quite enjoying this, so I want to like savor it if it is the last level. Oh, hello there. Oh, he's too scared. You don't want to come with me, buddy? You don't want to tell me what's at the end of the hall? We venture. We march forth. And now you see Goo Lagoon. The inevitable pit. It's the Goo Lagoon exhibit. Oh my god, look at all these radiators. This house must be very warm in the winter. Is that like another heat pipe? Surely that can't be plumbing unless they have some... I mean, I guess the pools are huge. They need some like industrial sized plumbing pipe. And it's feeding into this unfortunate guy's mouth. This guy has some unique taste in art. Do you think you'll ever stream with other people in the future? I actually am planning on doing a couple like streams with friends, a couple games and stuff. I just wanted to kind of like do the first few. Like this month I think is going to be like a very experimental phase with the channel, where I just kind of like see what people like, see what people don't like, just try a bunch of things, creative projects that I want to kind of take on, just to kind of see how things go. But I definitely do want to do like multiplayer streaming even with viewers. I have a lot of stuff planned. Like I have a whole Minecraft server that, like I mentioned earlier, I used to do Minecraft mods and stuff that I basically made into like a giant MMO that I've never done anything with. I've just like had it. My friends played on it occasionally, but would like to show that off and let people join it and play it if they want to. I know Jake wants to do a Minecraft stream at some point, so I'd love to have Jake on the stream. A couple of my other friends, we could play like Phasmophobia or something. Maybe get some viewers involved in the Discord. So if you haven't already joined the Discord, links in the description below, because we could do some community streams in there. But yeah, from what I can tell, chapter 6 is the last one. Okay, so we're getting to the end. This was a very pleasant experience. It's been very calming, and I don't think there's much horror. I think it's more of a thriller and like just mental thing. But I've really enjoyed this playthrough so far, and I hope you guys have been enjoying both my yapping, but I hope I haven't ruined the liminal experience through my yapping. What is my hockey team? Funny enough, I had to give up on the Leafs a couple of years ago. I think it was 2013 when they lost to the Bruins. That horrible defeat when they were like up 3-1 in the series. My team is the Colorado Avalanche. And unfortunately, they're eliminated too now, but in this playoff series. But I like a lot of their players. Like I really like Cale Makar, Nathan McKinnon, Gabriel Landeskog. I like Joe Sakic as a kid, and the fact that he's like the GM is like really nice, heartwarming. Oh, okay. I don't think I want to fall here. Thank you, Catherine, for informing me that this is the final chapter. I'm always down to stream with you. I'll keep that in mind, Jack. I don't have anything solid planned yet for multi-streams, but I know I do eventually want to get down to it. Oh. Okay. Interesting place for a pool. Hear the, like, sounds like a, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but almost like a bell chiming on in my left earphone. Is this? I'm assuming that would probably kill me if I drop down there. Let's go up here. This could be the speed run of this game. Like, who knows? I could just be that one room a couple floors back aside. Could be just selecting all the correct paths. Who knows? For a first time playthrough, not too bad. I wish I did get to explore it a little bit more in depth. Where's my daddy bear today? Daddy bear, we had to get him treated for his rabies. He's in the hospital right now, but he's gonna be hopefully better and back. I do plan on doing some stuff with the AI on Tuesday's stream. I think what I'm gonna do for now, like while I'm just experimenting with the channel, ooh, I like this, is I think Tuesdays are gonna be like my creative endeavors where I do something a little bit more out of the box, include some AI or include debatably whatever, or depending on what's going on, different elements. And then Thursdays, I think it's gonna be a little bit more like a later night, relaxed kind of like playing through like a story-based game or like a campaign or something something where we can all just like chill, hang out, talk. And yeah, from what I've seen so far, you guys seem to be enjoying this, so glad you're all here, and happy to be that you guys want to watch my dumb self play some video games, you know. But yeah, next Tuesday I'm thinking about doing, if you haven't been here, I'm thinking about doing a cooking stream. Oh, I came from there, walked through there. Oh, okay, the layout's starting to make sense now. It's just trippy. The AI stuff is a lot of fun. I'm glad you like it. I drew heavy inspiration from a streamer called Doug. I don't know if anyone here watches him, but he does like a lot of stuff with AI, so I kind of wanted to emulate that and have some. Whoa! Holy mama, we came out Mach 10 speed there. Do some stuff that he likes doing there. I like that it's more interactive and it gets kind of like everyone involved. Yeah. I wonder if that's static from the camera, because when it gets wet it like glitches a little bit. Very cool. Brennan, gotta do a video of the abandoned Summit Park Mall in the future. We actually, funny enough, before it was like in big abandonment, we had driven like case out a couple of times, and I believe there was one time where there was a guy like just we assumed that he was like guarding while his friend was like taking copper out or something. So we like drove up to him and we're like, we'll give you $50 if you tell us how to get in. And he's like, he just looks at us and like, I think he was like, then we could tell he was like on drugs or something, because he was like pretty unresponsive. Holy crap. But I have been to Summit Place and I do want to film it eventually. I do need to also adjust my mic volume because I see that it is peaking every now and again. So I need to find that sweet spot, because sometimes I talk nice and quiet like this, and sometimes I can get kind of loud. It's my Italian genes is what I chalk it up to. I feel like this level, or at least, has been like a recap of everything we've been through. Like, this is like the sauna here. We just walked through a slide area. This is like the stairwell of no return here. Pookie bear for rabies and crack pipe disguised as a cane. Exactly. You'll see that come out in when I release the full video, or the shortened video of that stream. It was quite a interesting time that we all had. I saw the sourdough stream where Germa was under the desk pretending to be a computer. Hmm. I can't say I've watched too much of Germa, but I do love the out of context clips that always pop up in my feed that make him look like a psychopath. Definitely love that vibe. But yeah, I have a couple streamers that I've like drawn inspiration from. The two main streamers that I wouldn't say I watch live, but I watch their like cut content is Atrioc and Doug, if you ever heard of those guys. Holy, okay. I want to go back here real quick because I think this is progression, so I just want to check out this scene over here. Have you ever played Superliminal? That's on my list too, Joe. I really want to play that. I've tried not to like watch too much on these games. I want to kind of like experience them for the first time. But I've seen a couple really cool stills from Superliminal, and that's definitely on my list too. I feel like that's more of an illusion slash puzzle liminal space game, if I'm correct. But I'm not 100% sure. But it's definitely on my radar for sure. Germa is a psychopath, and he also isn't real. I mean, I'd believe that, to be honest. Ever played Goal Simulator or Goat Simulator? I've played it strictly because I think it was the only game my friend had on his, I want to say Xbox. I can't remember, but I played it briefly, and it was definitely fun and funny. But I feel like it was like, for me at least, it lost its novelty pretty quick. Maybe I was just dumb and didn't know what I was doing, but that's the way. Okay. I can never, the thing with this game is like I want to explore it all, but I can never tell what's progression and what's not. Like, ooh. Excuse me, sorry, the hiccups right now. Remind me not to go down the green slide. That does not look like a fun time. Oh. Well, the green slide's right here. Forget what I said. Hey, the saw didn't get us. Oh. It's a cool little way of leading us right back to this sort of path that we were on. I like that. There's like various like pathways you can take, but they kind of like all loop back to the main sort of like maze portion, which I like. Did you ever play Roller Coaster Tycoon? Yes, I loved Roller Coaster Tycoon as a kid. I was the guy who'd always like cheat it though and get like infinite money. I remember when I first played it, I would always take like I never understood the concept of a loan because I was like a kid, and I just took out the biggest loan so I could build like the fattest roller coasters. But then like obviously I didn't understand when you had to pay the loans back on like the monthly term or whatever. I just thought somebody was stealing money from the park. So I just kept hiring security guard after security guard after security guard, thinking they were like stealing from me. And then like the money just kept going down, and it was like exponentially getting worse because now I had to pay off loans and wages. And I just remember getting so frustrated until my older neighbor came in and explained to me that like it's not the way you do it. And then he showed me the good old money glitch tactic. But yeah, that was one of my first memories of Roller Coaster Tycoon. You still play it? I mean, it still holds up. It's a great game. I know of an emulator that a user watching Twitch uses. Could be good for when you want to play LSD. That is very true. I think I get some PS4 games on the emulator that I have right now. Or, sorry, PS1 games that I have on the emulator right now. I have to look into it. Dirty bread and cheating. I was a cheater for Roller Coaster Tycoon. But I think I was only hurting the virtual economy of the Roller Coaster Tycoon. Damn, these speakers are making some eerie noise. This is a different kind of suburban hell here. It's submergent hell. Yeah, I was definitely was a little rascal on Roller Coaster Tycoon. That was one thing I did was the loan thing, and then I'd always I feel like everyone does this. You build a little secret patch in the park where you only have like a small plot of land, and you take all the people that are unhappy with your park and you just drop them there, and the only amenity you give them is like a bathroom that costs $5 to use. Send them to the timeout zone. And you say it's to correct their unhappy behavior, but they always get more and more perturbed the longer you leave them there, so they're just perpetually in this jail. I was the same with loans when I played SimCity 3000 as a kid. Yeah, Jack, we got the same mind. We're all one and the same. Moving pieces of the roller coaster and launching people in the air. Yeah, or the big spire ride where you crank the volume or the velocity to like 400 meters a second and it just shoots to the moon. That was another classic. Or if you really want to be cruel, you just drop the people in the water and they drown, but I never had the heart for that as a kid. It was too much. The concept of loans still don't make sense even as an adult. Just give me free money. I hear you, man. I hear you. Mortgages, what are they? Star. Okay. Interesting. Lighting source. I definitely want to go down to the dark space first before I go down to the star. What the heck? Ooh. Wonder if we wander into the depths if there's going to be anything back here. Or if it's just going to be a big, empty disappointment. Ah. At least the view is cool. Playing The Sims as a kid, having a mini heart attack when the burger music came on. Oh, do you mean the burglar music? I feel that too. For me, it was we never had The Sims, but we'd always go over to our family friend's house and they had The Sims there. And I remember the very first time we played it, we all made ourselves as like kids, and we just, obviously being kids, you wanted to play with your character, so like we always made them miss school until all of them, we missed enough school where all of them got sent to military school and never came back. We built like a memorial for the road that they walked down. And they were never going to return. Alright. Doesn't look like I can come back from this. Nope. Yeah. Just remember sending them off to military school as a failed adult / kid. They got too mad they'd vandalize the park. I'd get so mad when they did that. Yeah, you gotta hire the janitor and you pay him maximum wage. It'll motivate him to clean up all the vomit or vandalism. Excuse my autocorrect. I'm on an Android. No worries, man. I'm horrible at spelling. You're fine, my guy. Ooh. Very interesting. So many choices in this game. I like it, but it also makes me hesitate too much. Oh, but the view from here looks nice. There we go. You can sit down. This is a lifeguard seat right here. That was a relaxing sigh of relief my character just gave off. Okay. Thought I heard something down there. Let's go check it out. I'm still cringing that I typed sense and not sense. Don't worry, I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. We all dum-dums here. We're all in this together. Exactly. Like I said, one big happy family for better or worse. Ooh. I hear a creepy echo. wonder what's over in that room. But first, okay, let's take a peek on that room first. Then we'll go back to our ominous ladder into nowhere. Me casually just forgetting the sprinting mechanic, turning it back on. That's so trippy. There's windows on this side, but we got a whole room over there. What the? Okay, no. I want to go to my ladder. I like the ladder better. Not getting the right vibe, you know? The explorer's sense, as the kids would say. My sense of exploration tells me that route stinks. This route's gonna be better. I will be staying at a cottage in Waynfleet, Ontario next month for about a week. Very nice. I'm not too sure where Waynfleet is, but whenever I cottage, I always go up to, there's like Aurelia or Muskoka. Muskoka's like, it's expensive, but that's like a nice area. Or like Deerhurst. Done a lot of camping in Algonquin and Killarney too. Definitely a lot of nice areas. Don't tell me this is the exit. Did I just snipe the exit? Oh. Far from it. Oh, a pillow. Finally go to bed. Oh. Can't grab my pillow. Oh, it's that end. These would look like almost like catacombs or like tombs where you put like a coffin. Poor people have been sleeping here, looks like. Do you have any recurring nightmares? Surprisingly, I have very few nightmares, but what I do have, I haven't had it in a while. I maybe get it like twice a year. There was one string where I was getting it a lot, and I don't know why, but I get the recurring sleep paralysis, and it's actually like I've gotten used to it, but like when I like as a kid, like growing up, it was mortifying, and I think that's a big reason as to why I'm able to like I have a good like fear blocker in my brain. I guess you could call it. Is probably attributed to this sleep paralysis demon, I guess you could say, that I would see. It was like, I'll try and describe it as best as I can, but it was like mortifying. So for anyone who doesn't know, I'm pretty sure most people know what sleep paralysis is, but for anyone who doesn't know what sleep paralysis is, it's basically when you're sleeping and your eyes wake up before the rest of your body does. So your brain can't cognitively move your limbs or whatever, but you're still kind of like dreaming, or your brain's still kind of like active in that dream space. So you're staring there, eyes open, in like the dream world, laying on your bed. And for me, it was there was always a dark figure at the foot of my bed. Sorry, got something in my throat. There was always a dark figure. It's the same sleep paralysis. Every time I've had it, it's always been the same thing. But there's a dark figure standing at the end of my bed, and it doesn't really have a face. It's like, I can't really make out what it's wearing, but it's very dark draped clothing, and like almost like a suit or something. And it slowly grows to the point where it's the height of the ceiling, and then it leans over to the point where it's like right up against my face, and we're like almost face to face, and I can see that it's like a faceless being or whatnot. And I just have to like sit there and bear with it until it like I eventually blink and it goes, and like I wake up, or it just like goes away or whatever. But that's the sleep paralysis demon that I constantly fight. And as a kid, I just remember like I just whenever it happened, I knew it was coming, and I would just be like, I just got to sit there and bear with it. And I'd still like, you'd get nervous, like you get the heavy breathing going, and you get like a huge adrenaline rush, and you get scared, and sometimes I'd even like yell out when I woke up because of like the shock. But nowadays I get it, and it's just like you kind of know it's coming. You still get the sweats, you still get like tensed up and stuff, but It's never fun, but I feel like I'm just like used to it now. But yeah. That's my sleep paralysis demon. Jack, you get those as well? Yeah, they're sleep paralysis is not fun for anyone, but thankfully I don't think I get many nightmares, but I think it's because I get overdosed on sleep paralysis. Nowadays it probably happens, I'd say maybe twice a year max, but I still do get it. If I find a brain surgeon, can I have a piece of that brain for fear blocker? If you find one good enough, they can inject into my neurons or whatever and take out that fear blocker and give it to you. Mind you, I'm still afraid of things. Like I still I have like common like fear heights or whatever. I mean but I just feel like in terms of like spooky dark things, stuff like that, like in like fear in general, I can usually like just like as within reason get over a fear if I'm just like thinking about it rationally. Kisses you on the forehead. Yeah, the demon basically does. It's like we meet like inches from my face and he's like just leaning over me, and his body composition doesn't even make sense because it's like he's up like this and then he's like without even bending his knees, he's just like leaning over me the other way. But yeah, it's very very strange. What's up, Shelby? How's it going? Glad you could drop by. We've been playing this liminal space game called Pools, and it's like a liminal space exploration slash thriller. There's been some, not really much horror. It's more of like just like a calming exploration game, but I've been telling some stories throughout, chilling with everyone. Wainfleet is about an hour away from Toronto. Is it? So it's probably like north of Toronto. It's probably up in like near Vaughan then. That's a nice area. I like it. I back it, support it. Anything on the water is like prime cottage in my opinion. We know he's scared of dirty pillows. That I am. That I am. Dreams of rubbing down Rick with that tile. Oh my god, yeah, in that 180R episode when the tile fell out of the shower wall. I started scrubbing Rick's melanomas down with it. Oh. Got some floating furniture in here. Yeah, this doesn't look like the most cozy place to curl up for a nap, but you know, I'd take it if I was in this situation, trapped in this world. Damn, I feel like without meaning to progress, I've progressed, and I feel like we're reaching the end game here. We're in this like, it's giving me almost like a claustrophobic vibe. The ceilings progressively got shorter and shorter to the point where I think my character... Oh no, I thought he bumped his head on the lights there, but he does not. He's the perfect height. Another ladder at the end of the tunnel here. Did it just take me back in one great big loop? Or am I on the... Oh, I think I'm on the... Yes, I'm on the other side of this now. That's cool. So I came from this way, and I looped around here. So I wonder if this is the main progression now. Very neat. Oh. Some not so seamless blending there. I will be having a word with the developer. No, I'm just kidding. This game has been very phenomenal. If you are wanting to check it out on your own, it's called Pools. I'd highly recommend it. It's been quite the experience. Oh, we're back in this room. So we came from there, I believe. I think we gotta go this way. Very easy to get lost in these winding halls. But unfortunately I can't wander and explore what's in these houses. Where is... Oh, this... So we're back in the loop, because I think this leads... Yeah, this... I came from there, too. Okay. And this is where I turned around and I said it's giving me bad explorer vibes. So I did explore 100% of this area for the first time ever. So my exploration instinct kicked in. I did my own Dead Mall video, Brendan. That's awesome, Kim. Is it up on your channel? Definitely take a peek at it when I'm when I have some downtime. Love dead malls. Dead malls, abandoned places, liminal spaces. It's all right up my alley. Okay. Oh, okay, we can go through here. You should upload it to here. I mean, maybe I could do a series where I take people's created content, but I feel bad. I don't want to steal people's content, but could do like a movie night where people could make funny films, sad films, happy films. We watch them all together. We laugh together. We cry together. Does this lead anywhere? Oh. No. Staircase to nowhere. Unfortunate. I wanted to explore the void. Interesting bathroom concept, you know? No doors, no privacy. It's just very intimate. Don't like that. Ooh, that one's open. Are these all open here? Whoa. Something in that. Something was in one of these. Can you go in here? Oh, no. Can't actually go in them. Sad. Very sad. Same. I'm glad you're on the same page, Shelby. Hell yeah. Public domain movie nights. Come one, come all. If any art you want to showcase, definitely get that going. If there's enough interest. Also, if you haven't already, and you want to discuss stuff like that, there's a Discord link in the description below. I believe the stream bot that's spewing out the Discord link has a a dead link, so that one might not work. But if you want to join the Discord, become a part of the, stay up to date on our workings. It'll notify you when I upload. It'll also, if you wish it to, it'll notify when I'm live. Oh, this is cool. Did you paint this? You look very sad. You just here to eat the paintbrush, or you actually dabble? That'd be cool if a missed opportunity to have like an entity or something hidden in this painting here. And then you look and it's just like a normal area, if that makes sense. Yeah, also, if you're new to the stream, please feel free to drop a like. It helps me out a lot. Helps the stream get some sort of notoriety, or like at least lets YouTube know that you're liking what you're seeing. And you'll see more of our content or get notified when I'm live. And if you haven't subscribed already and you are enjoying the content, please feel free to toss a subscribe, join the family. We'd love to have you. Holy. This is cool. Who wants to take the stairs? That's lame. These little escalators. When I was a kid, I'd always get confused between escalators and elevators. I think I was 100% for getting them wrong whenever I was calling out if we were going on the escalator or the elevator. Took me forever to learn. Whoa, I'm back here. Okay, this is quite a ways back. Now trying to remember where I came from here. I don't think I went this way. Okay, yeah, no, I definitely don't remember that. So we're on New Horizons. Yummy, yummy paint. Yeah, that guy's mowing back that paintbrush there. He's having a grand old time. His painting, it was subpar. Wait. We were here before. Did I go down this way? I'm afraid I'm gonna be backtracking. Yeah, I remember these. Okay. Okay. Like, I don't want to be making anti-progress. It's hard because there's so many loops in these areas that it's hard to tell what's progress and what's regress. Don't think we went in this surgically white room, though. Did we? Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, God. It's all starting to look the same. We're lost forever. When in doubt. What? We're back here? That's the lifeguard's chair. Came from there. Went there. That led us there. Led us back here. Surely I'm missing something. Don't call me Shirley. Sorry. Do these drops stay forever? Is this like a marking? Because if so, that helps a lot to trace our steps. Okay, I think we go back here. I think we go through here. But I've been wrong so much. Okay, this is a point of no return. What? We're back here. I gotta be missing something. Because does this lead us to the lifeguard chair? This leads us here. I'm going insane. Just as the game intended. This leads us right here. I wonder if I missed something like way before and I have to backtrack fully. Like, I wonder if this was just meant to be one giant loop. My explorer's instinct is gone. The one that I was talking about not too long ago. It is just diminished. Okay. What if we go down this way? The good thing and the bad thing about hand-holding. Okay, we already came from here. The door is open. We go to the other side. Oh, we go to the other side. How long have you had this channel? I've had this channel for like a couple years. Yeah, I want to say like at least a year, or maybe a bit longer. But I've never done anything with it. I've always intended to, but I've kind of been just sort of like maybe more than maybe a couple of years. I've always been very like shy about like doing anything other than urbex. I was like, the thought of to me of like starting a whole new channel was very daunting. But over time and setting up, oh, I never went this way. Okay, this is progression. Over time of like setting the channel up and getting things ready and preparing and planning, I've gotten really excited to just like pursue things that I kind of just was like more passionate about, and building a community and like getting to interact with like a community kind of thing. But yeah, I only, my first stream I ever did was on Tuesday, like just the other day, and we did a little bit more of a creative stream where we did Mario, and we had an AI give us trivia questions after every level we complete, and if I failed the trivia question, I have to redo the level. That stream is unlisted on the channel. If you go down into this channel, you go to playlists, you can see the full listed stream there. And I'm currently editing. Oh, we definitely did come from here, but I'll still head into here. I'm editing that video down into a shortened version, which I plan on releasing sometime next week. So if you do want to wait for the shortened version, you're more than welcome to do that. Okay. We gotta go this way. We're missing something. It's gotta be something simple. But yeah, so my plan is to stream. Join March 11th, 2021. So yeah, I've had it for quite a few years then. But I've never done anything with it until now. But my plan is to maintain a steady streaming schedule of Tuesday and Thursday to start at least. And my Tuesday streams are going to be at 5 p.m. EDT, and then my Thursday streams, I'm kind of like experimenting with times to see what works for everyone the most. And it looks like this time of like 9 o'clock is like pretty good. I might try it a little bit earlier before, might try it a little bit later. We'll have to see. I'll be announcing. I'll do like a community post on this channel before I go live, explaining like the times, and then also on the Discord I'll prepare anyone who wants to know my like schedule. I'll be mentioning it on there. But yeah, I got some fun stuff in the pipeline here. I'm excited if I can get logistically working Tuesday's stream. Got some good stuff planned. I think you might have to go down the slide. Might be wrong though. Which slide did you see? Like I know we went down the green one at the top. And the green one kind of led us on this initial loop here. I just haven't seen another slide where I've been able to go down. I know we've been in here before because I came from the other side. Imagine if there was a slide I was just walking past this whole time. Because yeah, at least the doors are a decent marker of what's what and where's where. So I think this leads us back up behind the other side of this. Next, we're back here now. Definitely been here. We just backtracked through here. And then this surgically white room. No, that's a ladder. And this is yeah, there's this space here. Is there a door in this room? Like we've... Is there an area in here that I'm missing? I remember looking at this like time ago. It's a loop! We're stuck in a loop! I have no clue. This game is too new too. I just need someone who has like the map memorized to tell me. It surprisingly though, this is the first time we've gotten stuck on something like this. Huh. I don't remember the... Oh no, this is the escalators. Have we gone this way? I believe we have. We have water there, so we've definitely gone there. Oh yeah. Drop down here. I wonder if there's another stairwell that I'm missing around here. There's gotta be. But I feel like this is back the way we came. Oh. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Already one of my favorite streamers. Aw. Thank you, Dropkicks. I'm not on Twitch right now. I'm doing YouTube for now. But I am potentially in the future. I'm not too sure. I'm just trying to keep things a little bit simple right now, and I think I see a lot of potential for YouTube streams and like for growth on YouTube. I might switch out to Twitch, or I might like do multi-streaming with Twitch and YouTube in the future, but for now I think I'm gonna stay local on YouTube because it's a platform that I know, and I really like. Ooh, what is this? It's a mannequin factory? Yeah, as of right now I don't have plans to go to Twitch. I'm gonna try and stay on YouTube for the foreseeable future, but that could change. Like I said, I'm open to any variety of options. Error in production may contain small amounts of swimming toys. That's funny. That's even an achievement. Yeah. Thank you, man. That warms my heart. And I say man in a general sense. I'm not sure what gender you are, but dude, guy, man, those are all, I feel like those are all like blanket terms for anyone. Yeah, I think it's smart to stick with YouTube. Was just curious if you were multi-streaming. Yeah, whoa. No way. Oh, okay. I was like, it dropped me right back where I was. But yeah, no, I'm currently not multi-streaming right now. Oh, this is cool. Okay. When I move my pawn, you take the queen. At least it's my horrible rendition of that Harry Potter quote. When I make my move, you take the king. Very cool. They're all in like different. Oh. I mean a hyper zoom in there, but in like different battle stances. I wonder what the symbolism or if there's any meaning behind these mannequins. Caitlin H. Hey, sorry I'm late. Well, I think we're getting to the end of this game, but I'm happy that you're here. Very happy that you're here. I will be unlisting this live stream after we conclude this game. So if you do want to rewatch the whole thing, it's going to be under. Every time I go live, I'll unlist it on playlists. So you go to my channel, go to playlists, and then it'll be called live streams. You'll find it along with the very first live stream that we did on Tuesday in there. If you want to rewatch the highlights or if you want to catch up. But I also do plan to release more short form content of each stream. Like the stream we did yesterday or the other day with the trivia and stuff. It was a lot of fun. And I plan on I'm almost done editing the video for that, so it should be out sometime next week if you want to watch the edited version. Guys, ban Caitlin for being late. That is a bannable offense. You got to show up directly on time, or not at all. No, I'm kidding. Love to have you. Love to have you all. We're all one big happy family. But to explain kind of what I'm doing, I think we're nearing the end here, but I was playing a game called Pools. It's a liminal space exploration game. It's kind of like a thriller and more just like a psychological game with a lot of cool, intricate. Hey, we saw that skull painting when we were going down the water slide. Intricate exploration and architecture. So it's almost like if you watch my abandoned stuff. Oh, look. A little ducky friend. Then you'll, this is kind of like a virtual exploration. I don't know who would frame that. That is hideous. But, moving on. Aw. Garfield. Holy. It's a gallery for the chairs, man. Jumbo chair. And a chair painting. Art. True art. Oh. I see this is the darker section of the gallery. The more interpretive. Is it a face? Or is it a guy bending over backwards? Ring style. I seem to really like that piece. The studio has replicated it multiple times. I love the liminal vibe from this game. Me too. That honestly, that's why people say that this is the most or like the realistic version of like liminal spaces, because like it doesn't, I don't think it plays on like cheesy horror tropes, or at least from what we've seen so far. It's more just about like exploration and experiencing the rooms and these spaces. And I'm sorry if I'm ruining that for you through my constant yapping. But I hope you still enjoy. Of course, there's a resident Banksy at the art gallery, yeah, with the nothing painting. Is that a face in the place of the wall? Yeah, I think it was like a person like hunched over, and their head was like between their arms, like they were kind of like doing like the ring walk, like the ring girl does. Is that a train station? What do I hear over here? Oh, it is a... Well, I don't know if we can sit down and wait for the train. I love the sigh of relief our guy gives every time he sits down. Like I've just been forcing him to walk and swim and run for like the longest time. Every time he gets to sit down, he cherishes the opportunity and he doesn't let me forget it. Okay. I feel like that's enough of watching the ghost trains go by. Oh. I don't know if you want to sleep there. That doesn't look the most optimal place to have a nap. You might wake up as a charcuterie board. Yeah, see, I think that's what the painting was depicting. It's like upside down. It's like, oh, what in the jaw? I definitely could devour a whole watermelon in one bite. The jaw width like that. I like this vibe. You hear the train off in the distance, along with the dim glow of the temple. Silent Hill vibes, definitely. At least that bed on the tracks looks a little more comfy than the cots we saw earlier. Yeah, those the pillow in the tomb definitely didn't look as inviting. The heck? Oh, it's moving. What the? That's disturbing. Yeah, it's getting slightly spookier now, is right. What the hell was that I saw through there? Oh my god, am I gonna get a more grotesque image every time I look? It's like pulsating too. I do not like that. It's getting darker and darker. I feel like the next time I'm gonna like look at it, it's gonna just be eyes. I can barely even see. Oh. Can I see it over here? Nope. They don't give you the finished product. They just give you paranoia. Okay. Very cool. This is that, like, one of those famous liminal space images on the internet. Mind you, the lighting's a little bit more gaudy, but just the curvature with, like, the arched windows. This would be a very cool... If somebody could design, like, an actual, like, swimming pool area that's, like, just, like almost like a hot springs, but like with like these liminal dream pools, I feel like that would be a huge hit. I would definitely travel out of my way to go venture into it. But I also feel like at the same time it would lose a lot of its liminality if there were other people like bathing or wandering around in it. But even just being in a space like that would be very cool, in my opinion. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know if okay. The floors are building themselves here. It's very interesting. Any Alone episodes coming up? I've been trying. I've failed twice on actually filming the Alones. I got out there, the location was locked up. Another time, I was just unable. But I do have plans. I'm hoping to film. I've been trying to get this location filmed for so long now. I just need a matter of getting out to it. But I'm hoping on a road trip in the summer I can get out. I have 2 spots in mind actually for Alone, and a third spot that I'm sitting on and just waiting for it to become accessible. But I definitely do want to get one out this summer because the air is warm, the nights are cool, and the spot that I have in mind has beautiful views. It's up in the mountains again, and it'd be the first international Alone that I'd ever done. But I don't want to spoil the surprise. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, you guys, come on. We were all friends before. You don't gotta do this to me now. Don't gang up on me, please. Oh. This is such a cool space. Exciting indeed, my friend. Exciting indeed. Hyperban. What was that? Oh. A hazard there. It's level 6. I mean, we mind you, we did get trapped in that one area for quite some time in the infinite time loop. This level 6 seems sizably bigger than the other levels we've came across. Ah, you can't go in the forbidden area. They won't even let you see what's back there. I guess it kind of tells you it's just a big pitfall. Like one of those, perhaps. They just haven't put up the barriers yet. I gotta watch out. I'm pretty sure, like, these holes are probably gonna appear somewhere around here. I have fallen through them before. Ooh. I like the lighting here. Went into the deep dark cave. I also need to point out that the water physics have been like really phenomenal with the reflections and stuff. Very cool. This floor tiling, not so much, but the rest of the game for the most part has been really impressive. I wonder if this was a design choice or... Keep on keeping on. What are some of my favorite horror movies? I love, if you haven't seen them, I highly recommend you do, the Insidious series. Those are my favorites by far. Oh. That's slightly disturbing. Oh. Hey, fellas, didn't see you there. Oh, there's more of you. Oh. Okay. Guess there's no turning back now. The Insidious series, they just like tie horror with such a good story and like Inception concept. Whoa. Just saw those guys render in. You guys, you going somewhere? You lost? You following me? I'm just enjoying the view, you know? Okay. You gonna come along or you're just gonna stare at me creepily in the corner like that? Oh, Oh, okay. I spoke too soon. Oh, what the? I'm not controlling this. I think this is a cutscene. First cutscene we've seen, actually. Not controlling this. Guess the mannequins are after me now. Yeah, they're coming for that booty. Swiggity swoo. Wait, is this the end? I put the camera down. No! Did he walk back towards the mannequin? Did I become one of the mannequins? Architecture, human anatomy, solving the something, it said. Oh, and there's the autograph from the artist we saw in the gallery. Wow, what a mysterious and thought-provoking game. I don't know what to make of that ending, but I really, really enjoyed this experience. It was very pleasant. It was a video the whole time, but someone had to have recorded it. We don't know who, we don't know what, but they definitely left it very open-ended with that one. Thank you guys for watching. I think it's a great place to end the stream. Yesterday's stream was about 4.5 hours. This one, I think we're running on about 3 hours and 15 minutes. But I really enjoyed this game. I hope you guys did too. If you guys want to see more games like this, I have a whole library that I want to. Here, let me turn down the game volume so you can actually hear me talk. I have a whole library of games like this, like story-based or like thought-provoking games that I feel like would be really, really worth a playthrough. Oh, that's cool, and it saves all the chapters here. If you guys did enjoy this, I feel like that could be our Thursday night tradition. You know, we all hang out, chat around, tell you some stories. You guys tell me some stories. We play a nice campaign-driven game or exploration-driven game, whatever. But yeah. Thank you. I'm glad everyone seems to like the game. Play The Sims next. Could definitely do that. Could definitely dabble with that. Maybe we'll have our AI friend play The Sims. I feel like that could be some fun. Definitely mess around with that a little bit. Looking forward to the next stream. Thank you for dropping by, Dropkicks. And thank you everyone for coming out. If you haven't already, please feel free to subscribe. Give the stream a like. It really helps me out and lets me know that you guys like what you're seeing so I can do more of it. If you want to watch back our previous live streams for whatever reason, I have them on my channel under playlists, and you'll see a playlist called live streams, and there'll be this live stream as well as the previous one we did on Tuesday. And then I will also be cutting shorter form videos of each of our streams. I almost have the Mario Trivia one done. Should be coming out sometime next week. And then I'll cut this one down into like a more tranquil Let's Play as well. But I'm glad you guys seem to like it. And I wish you all the greatest of nights. Thank you for coming out with me. And have a wonderful rest of your week and weekend. I love your Urbex videos. Thank you, Kim Twister. Thank you, everyone. This was Pools by, I think the company's called Dreamcore. But all of you guys, have a good night. See ya.